Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive number 1, number 2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year! Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, I'm stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist. All right. Power button on.
Yeah, we had to start. We were just like...
Yeah, we're just literally talking.
Lulling ourselves into a false sense of non-podcast security.
Yeah, nope. Radio voice on. It's time. How are you? I'm
great. I got into grad school this week.
Congratulations.
I know everybody knows because I tweeted about it and whatever, but... I am very busy and stressed and all of the other normal things, but I'm in just a perpetual good mood because I got into grad school.
Yes, you did.
So I worked very hard to get into it, and I put it off for a year because I was so nervous. And I think it's smart that I did. I had more credentials and whatever.
Mm-hmm. So, smart.
But yeah.
What's the program that you're going to be doing?
It's called Digital Communication and Media Arts.
Cool.
It's like internet school.
Right. It's you saying, I already have all this experience. Give me a master's degree that will let me ask people to pay me to do this. Yeah, that's why I went to school.
all of this stuff that I have taught myself and know how to do, but learning how to do it professionally. I'm gonna take several audio editing classes and things like that. So
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And also journalism ethics.
Ooh.
Those are classes you have to take.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
So yeah, I start in January.
Fuck.
Which is so soon.
Fuck.
Basically, I emailed them with my intent to enroll, and now I have to wait for the package that they are sending me with all of the shit that I have to do, and then I have to do all that and then figure out how I'm paying for this.
Yeah. Yikes.
So I have a lot to do in the next couple months, but it doesn't matter because it's stuff that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's fantastic.
Doing great. And we have a Plan 9 show on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Doing lots of work for that. My number is... very dumb.
Oh, okay.
I'm very excited. And the cold open is dumb. And all the intros I wrote are very hilarious and dumb. I was just on a roll today where I was like, I'm just going to write the stupidest shit I can think of.
I'm really excited. I think it's going to be fun. It'll be nice to see Pizzazz before she excursions away again.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, because she's going... I was like, she doesn't move for a year. But...
No. She's going to direct.
Yeah, direct and the East Coast.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, so there's that. That's what I've been doing.
Excellent. That's fantastic.
Yep. How are you?
I am really good. I'm really good. We did a bunch of awesome shit. Basically from the day after we recorded, until now. We've done, all weekend we did cool stuff. We went to see Fun Home on Thursday with Pizzazz. And
which is so good.
Oh my god, I
don't even like musicals.
Sobbed. Oh, I felt so bad for the guy sitting next to me. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You should have just leaned over and been like, my dad's gay.
Right?
He would have been like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough, but it was very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the talk back afterwards, too. I thought it was nice to be able to, engage with people about it afterwards, raw in that moment. I was also surprised how many people had seen it, several times already. I was like, damn.
Well, it's only 90 minutes long.
Yeah, that's true. And it was really fucking good. Also, that theater is beautiful.
There's two girls who play young Allison, so maybe they're like, well, I gotta see both of them.
That's true. It'd be cool to see the other one. Yeah, it was just really fucking good. And then on Friday, we went to the the Chicago premiere of Signature Move.
Yeah.
Which was also excellent.
They thought that Erin was Ezra Klein.
I tweeted about it and like no one said anything, and I was like, this is not a joke.
So funny.
Like,
if you guys don't know, Ezra Klein is like a very well-known journalist and editor. He used to be the like editor-in-chief at Vox.
Yeah, like
he is
not Ezra Klein. I am not Ezra Klein.
To the point where like it was so funny because I was like, oh, Stella Cheeks and Erin Klein, and they were like, well, they looked up Klein with a K. That's how you spell it if you're Jewish. Mm-hmm. And they looked up Klein with a K, and they were like, I'm only finding Ezra Klein. And she was like, why don't you try the C? And so they didn't find any. And then some other guy was like, are you sure it's not Ezra? And Erin was like, I'm sure that my name is not Ezra. And they were like, well, we'll just let you in as Ezra. And then if they show up, I guess we'll figure it out. And I was like, they're not showing up.
Yeah.
Ezra Klein is not coming to this movie.
No, it's me. It's just me. When we went to the after party and we checked in, I just told them I was Ezra Klein, and they were like, okay, go on in. I was like, what? Fucking whatever, I guess. But it was fun. The movie was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Really good.
Yeah, we were talking too at the movie premiere last week on Throwing Shade for the like very small crossover. Maybe not small. Maybe people are a big crossover
Probably
audience.
not that small.
Yeah. Well, Brian Safi was talking about like there are a lot of gay movies, and so even the ones that are really bad are like good because there just aren't that many that exist. And like Signature Move is a movie about two lesbians, and that's an important part of the story, but it's not the only thing about them, and so it winds up just being like a movie about growth as human beings that is also about gay women, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see that done so well, and like the woman who stars in it also wrote it and was like a co-producer, and you can see that like this was her vision, and she carried out her vision, and it worked super well.
The wrestling seems like it's a dream, though.
Yeah, it did feel like a dream
seems
sequence.
presented in a dream sequence. And it makes sense. The woman who wrote it was like, oh, well, like, I met Victoria, Lisa Marie, and I thought she was so cool, and I thought it was, like, a cool framework. And it is a cool framework, but it's also clear that, like, no one really knew anything about wrestling.
Yeah, it was
They
weird.
did at least hire some independent wrestlers to actually do the wrestling in the ring.
And it was weird.
But it was also, like, we were probably some of the only people going to the movie from a wrestling perspective.
Yeah.
That we were like, what?
Yeah, I talked to the guys from Two Heels too the next night at the wrestling show.
Oh, that's right, because you went to the show.
Yeah, and they were talking about the same thing. They were like, oh, we just kind of wish that there had been a little more wrestling. And I was like, yeah, I felt that way. And then I realized that, like, that's not who the demographic is at all. Like, not even remotely.
Yeah.
Like, that's not...
We're the outliers here.
We are not the intended audience. And I was like, I just had to remember that and be like, okay, that's fine. Like, this is like a cool... Like, especially right now while wrestling is like super hot. Like, It's a good... Like, it was fine. It was like a fine... It was like a fine medium.
It wasn't like a misrepresentation.
Literally,
totally.
all they needed to do... Like, that space that we were in that after party is where they filmed those wrestling scenes. They just needed to put more people in there. That was really what it was. It just felt very empty. And so it made it feel
empty,
even
but
more...
like...
Yeah, it was weird. It was like all this crowd noise, but it felt very empty. And to like be at a real wrestling show where everyone's like crammed in together, it was like, this is what's missing from this.
But also, like, unless it's a special show, like, most shows are not like... There aren't just, like, drag queens in the middle of the ring.
Right, true,
and, like,
that's true.
Which is great, like,
it
whatever.
Was super cool.
It was just, like, this is a lesbian's fantasy of what wrestling is like.
It was amazing. It was so cool. And also, I would like to say, I just make a caveat about people not knowing about wrestling. They clearly knew about the culture and history of lucha wrestling. Like, they were really good about that, and I thought it was really interesting how they integrated that, especially because one of the characters is wrestling in a mask, and so I liked that they clearly did a lot of research about that.
More clear. I don't know if it's like that clear or that research, but it like...
I mean...
They did more.
Yeah. Well, I felt like the woman who played, what was her name? Luna Peligrosa. Yeah. That was like, her whole character was like, this is serious. Like, this is a thing with a culture.
Yeah,
and
totally.
So I feel like that's what I mean by that. I feel like that character was clearly very well researched and like written in a way that was supposed to give that like the tip of the hat to like, this is a very important cultural thing, and like, it's not just silly flash in the pan. Like, it does mean a lot to a lot of people. And she had that great line too where they were like trying to reassure
the main character's mom,
right? Like, it's okay, she's fine, she's like doing what she's supposed to do, and the girl, the love interest,
she goes, it's fake, don't worry.
and Luna Pellegrosi's like, it's not fake, it's real. And I was like, yes! Yes, I'm so glad!
It's a really good movie. I would definitely
recommend it. It was very, very good. I don't know when the wide release will be. They're still doing their like last film festival tours, I think. So, but it's very good, and I would definitely recommend it. And then I went to the show the next night, which was excellent.
Was the show? It was good?
It was so good. Yes, it was very, very good. Delilah Doom and Dust had an excellent match. It was really, really fucking good. Kikyo was there again. Her match was excellent.
Who did she wrestle?
I cannot remember.
That's fine.
She was the first match. I don't remember. There were a couple of people that I remembered from Rise that were there that I didn't know their names, and I was like, okay, I remember seeing these people. I really enjoyed them. And then the main event was
Havoc and Mercedes.
Right, and the match was really good, but then it just ended. It like really abruptly. It was very weird. Like Mercedes didn't even hit a fisherman. Like it was weird. It felt like just Havoc didn't kick out in time, almost. It was very weird. It just, like, really abruptly ended. And it wasn't that long. It felt like sometimes, you know how at AEW, when Sammy's the champion, like, matches will just end. Like, it'll be like, oh, this is gonna go 10... Oh, it's over. That was what it felt like. It was really bizarre. But, it like, other than that, the match was fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. Oh, Kikyo wrestled a girl. I don't remember what her name was. I'd never seen her before. Her thing was, like, fire. She had, like... She was black. She had this, like, orange and red hair. And Kikyo kept talking about, like, oh, whatever, at least my hair is real. And she's like, yeah, I paid for my hair. It's really expensive. And it is real. It's just not mine. And I was like, oh!
I love that.
Shit! And she kept telling her she was going to light her up and then kept, like, kicking her. It was amazing. I can't remember what her name was, but she was fucking excellent.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was really cool.
Kikyo's great at shit-talking.
She's really fucking good at it. When I saw her at Zelo Pro, she was in that 5-way. She was one of the first people to come out. She was just, like, shit-talking left and right.
She's good because she really... I mean, I've only seen her I've seen her that one time. No, I've seen her twice. You've seen her 3 times. I feel like my limited interaction, or like interaction as an audience member with her, she's really good at walking that fine line as a heel where you say something almost offensive.
Yes.
Like that hair thing, like that could be offensive.
Right.
But it's like not totally, and then the person gives it back in a way that it's like not like being
she's good at
you're
choosing,
black, so you have fake hair.
Yeah.
Like
she's really good too at choosing people who can spar with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't do it to people who are not experienced enough to be able to defend themselves.
Again, limited interactions as audience members with her.
And she's still pretty new, so it's like this is her getting better and better every single time we see her.
Totally.
And like she came out and nobody I was the only one.
Like,
I clapped and no one did anything, and I was like, okay, this is super weird. And she was like, what? Nobody's gonna cheer for me? Fine, I'll cheer for myself. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. It was great. And then the second main event, the one before the last one, I guess it technically wasn't a co-main event, Rachel Evers and Chelsea Green. And it was excellent.
I love Chelsea Green.
She's fucking great. Every time I see her, she gets better. Like, it was that Shimmer show that we went to that really turned me around on her, where I was like, you're really fucking good at this. With her weird
her with Britt Baker.
Fire baby angel thing.
Fire and Nice is the name of their tag team.
Emoji shirt. I don't fucking know. I remember that little girl in
Fire
that
Baby.
Comically oversized Fire
Who
Baby
was
angel
like,
shirt.
Into them.
Into it.
My favorite part is how Tessa Blanchard just yelled at that child. It's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite thing when wrestlers yell at children.
I fucking love that. It was great. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, the whole show was really good. I really enjoyed it. It was really weird to also be in this, like, weird studio hangar space that was, like, really empty compared with the night before when we were there.
It was like a giant party.
Yeah.
Was there a decent audience there?
Yeah, it was pretty big, and everyone that was there was super into it.
Well, yeah, I figure,
Super
like, the
into it.
people who went to that were more like, we're Shimmer fans.
Yeah, absolutely. You could tell, too,
Yeah.
because it was, like, the first match started, and, like, everyone just started cheering so loud, and I was like, yes, perfect.
I'm so mad I had to work.
Oh, it was
That
so
sounds
good.
fun.
There were probably, I don't know, like 50, 60 people. There weren't that many people there, but it was, like, awesome. It was really cool. Yeah, it was a great experience. And Sarah was ring announcing. It was really nice to see her. We found out that we are from the same hometown. Real hometown. Real weird.
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been great. I put together my fucking playlist for my DJ for my wedding today. That was fun.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I have all these great songs I want to listen to. I had to like text my family and be like, you get one song. What is it? You can only pick one. And most of them made good decisions, so I was pretty happy.
That's good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there some Kesha on there?
Yes, I did
Good.
put Kesha on my like suggested this is what I like playlist.
Good.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We're having a no request policy except except for the bride and groom, so, like, I can make a request for something. But
I'll just come up to you and be like, I need Kesha now.
Yep, that's right. It's me and Michael and my dad are the only people who are allowed to make requests.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's been good. Things have been real good lately.
Good.
It's been nice. Mm-hmm.
What wrestling shirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing my old school original Lucha Underground shirt. I was wearing my Delilah Doom shirt, but then I went home and I watched the Hell of War match and was like, well, gotta change my shirt, I guess. So that's what I'm wearing. What are you wearing?
I'm not wearing a wrestling shirt because I didn't feel like putting one on because I didn't wear one to work, but I am drinking Bella wine.
Yeah. Woo-woo.
Bella wine.
The white is pretty good.
Buy it.
Don't buy it. The white is pretty good. It's
okay.
It's not worth $40, but it's pretty good.
The white is $30. So the white tastes like a $20 bottle that they upcharged for
because it's got the Bella name on it.
It's got the Bella thing. The red, which may I remind you, costs $47. Plus, like, if you think about it, they cost more. They cost more than that. They each cost like $10 more because the shipping was ludicrous.
Yes.
So I'm like, I didn't know when I was going to drink this Bella wine. I get accepted into grad school, and I'm like, perfect. I'm going to drink the really expensive bottle, the most expensive bottle of wine I've ever bought. I'm going to drink it to celebrate that I got into grad school. Perfect. It tasted like trash. I poured some into a glass for my friend, and she said, and again, I don't know shit about wine, but like, I know good wine.
Yeah.
My friend took a sip of it and goes, this tastes like Yellowtail. And I was like, yeah, it's not good, right? Nick said it tastes like they went to Trader Joe's, bought a bottle of $2 Chuck on it, and put their label on it. I don't think it's that bad.
Yikes.
But it was not good.
Yikes.
It was not good. I don't know how somebody who can like wine can drink that and be like, yeah.
No. Absolutely not.
It was bad. So, like, if they released one again, maybe I would buy, like, the white. Because the white is fine.
Yeah, the white was pretty good. I was surprised.
But the red.
No.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was like... I mean, this is maybe not the word, because, again, I don't know shit about wine, but it's, like, skunky. Like, it was not good. And it was just, like, a red blend. But, like, blend it better.
Ugh, gross.
It was gnarly. We drank the whole bottle, obviously.
Yeah. Why save it if it's not good?
I was like, fuck this. We're just going to drink this tonight.
Perfect. I'm glad.
I mean, there were 3 of us. Well, Nick poured most of his back into the bottle. Or back... not into the bottle. He poured it into my glass. He, like, took 2 sips and was like, yeah, you can have this.
Ooh.
Well, so, there's that.
Unfortunate.
I don't know what's going on in the news.
Okay, I'm going to crack this bottle open.
This is not a Bella wine. This is just some random wine.
This is random wine that I got from work. So
great.
It's rosé. I thought that you would like it.
Rosé all day.
I know it's your fave, so I brought some over. All right.
The Young Bucks are making lemonade out of lemons.
Yes, they are. Fucking got that cease and desist. You know, it's
WWE
funny.
is so stupid. They shouldn't have done it because the Young Bucks are going to make more money because of them.
I know. It like totally furthers their outlaw persona. You know, at first I was like, Young Bucks, you're kind of dumb. Like, they did kind of poke the bear a little bit and expected nothing to happen. But they really did make it out. Like, they really do look like the better people.
Also, I read a couple articles from that like had some like lawyers or whatever, and they were like, they would probably win. It would just take...
It would be so expensive.
And it would take long, and it's not worth it when they could just put out a censored shirt.
Yeah, and also, like, the WWE filed for a trademark of the Too Sweet hand gesture in 2009, I think, and were denied by a federal court judge because they said that it was too similar to too many other hand gestures and would be easily confused. So, like, they would win. If they went to court, they would 100% win. And, like, WWE didn't even challenge the ruling. Like, so they just flat accepted it. They know they can't fucking win in court. But it's just so expensive.
Yeah.
Like... it is just not worth it for them to take it to court. Because you're right, they can just sell a fucking censored shirt and sell the stuff that they can't wear or sell anymore. Just sell it for charity. Like, they're going to make tons of money, and they do look like the better people. So,
yeah.
WWE really shot themselves in the foot on that one,
They really should have just let it go.
Yeah.
Kyle O'Reilly kicked a fan in the face.
Yes, he did. Don't fucking run in the ring ever. It's so stupid. Why would you do that?
To me... Kyle O'Reilly is the perfect person to do that. Because Kyle O'Reilly has kind of like, he looks like a kid who just like played on like train tracks and was like, you know, like a weird latchkey kid. But he also is he also is like scary. Like he actually like practices martial arts and is scary in the ring. And I could just see his like little face like get all mad and kick a fan in the face. It's so funny to me. I know it's dangerous and people shouldn't do it, but like the idea of Kyle O'Reilly kicking somebody in the face.
No, I think you totally deserve it. Like if you run into a ring where there is wrestling happening, like you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Yeah, totally.
Like, don't fucking do it. Like, I love hearing Chris Jericho tell those stories about fans who've, tried to beat him up in the ring. He has a great story about, like, he was in the middle of, like, a three-way match, and Steve Austin was on one side, and he was, like, beating up The Rock, and he felt somebody punching him, and he was like, why is Steve hitting me in the head? And it was some fan that had jumped in the ring, and he was like, I just
gotta protect The Rock.
He was like, I just punched him as hard as I could in the face, and just didn't stop. Like, yeah, duh, don't ever get in a fucking ring. Like, these dudes will murder you. They know how to not murder each other, and so they don't. It doesn't mean they can't. All I can think of when I see Bobby Fish now, too, is that, like, that moment at that AAW show where that guy behind us yelled at him, and he just, like, swung on him, like, I will take you outside right now and I will fucking murder you. It was so frightening and, like, also really sexy and, like, really scary.
Bobby Fish is, like, weirdly sexy.
Weirdly sexy. But it's weird because I see that. I see him now.
They both have terrible posture.
Yeah, it's terrible. When I see him on NXT now, all I can think of is that. And that was, like, one of his last indie dates, too. I just love thinking about, like, that was the moment where he was like, that's fucking it. I am signing with WWE. Fuck these dudes. That's what it felt like. He was so angry, and I was like, this is amazing.
Daniel Bryan is going down to Tennessee to make an appearance for Kane's campaign. Which is
why?
It's endlessly confusing to me.
It's so stupid.
I mean, we don't know Daniel Bryan's politics per se, but he does seem like a hippy-dippy liberal whatever.
Libertarian. He's a libertarian.
Is he a libertarian?
He's endorsing Kane. He probably is.
But I don't know how you can be an environmentalist libertarian.
I don't know.
I don't know how you can be a person and be a libertarian.
I don't either.
Like, at least conservatives can be like, Jesus, or whatever. Like, to, like, back up their stupid, idiotic claims. What? Fuck libertarians, fuck conservatives. I don't care. Oh, you think we should have guns? Fuck you.
Ooh, yep. I very stupidly started listening to the news when I wake up in the morning again.
What do you listen to?
NPR, because I'm a
Will you listen to the Up First?
Yep, my alarm goes off at exactly 7 o'clock, and so when it went off on Monday, literally the first thing I heard...
You didn't know before?
No, I went to bed at like 10:30.
I'm glad that I at least like caught it on the news.
No, I go to bed at like 10:30 most nights because I have to be up pretty...
Oh, my hair smells so good.
I have to be up early enough to be a person, and I need like 7 hours of sleep now because I'm a child. And
I go to bed later than you, and I wake up earlier than you.
Yeah, I know. I used to be able to do 4 hours of sleep a night, and I just can't anymore. I'm too fucking tired. I just can't. I'm an old lady now. And so I wake up, and literally the first thing I hear is, there was a shooting last night in Las Vegas. 50 people were killed. And literally the first thing I thought is, how is it already worse than Pulse? Like, immediately, that was the first thing I thought. And I just let out, oh no.
It's like a fucked up
woke
game
Michael
of like...
up. Like, it was terrible.
One-upsmanship with these fucking shootings.
How do you bring fucking 18 guns into a hotel room? It was legal to do that. It's an open carry state where you can just do that. You could just fucking do that. Everything he did was legal until he killed people. Like, how? How is that even fucking possible? He set up cameras in the hallway. How does no one see you setting up cameras? I just can't. I just don't fucking understand. It makes me so angry. I also hate that the narrative immediately became grandfather commits crime. No, fucking terrorist kills a bunch of people.
Yeah.
He doesn't fit the profile. He's fucking He is the profile.
He is the profile.
Fucking,
white
this
man.
is what the profile is.
The profile is white man.
Ugh. Makes me very angry. On my way, this is like a tangentially related story. On my way over here, in like a white men are scary moment, I was waiting for the bus, and I see these two fucking dudes, like, I could have kicked these dudes' asses. They were, like, nerdy, like, Merg, this woman is over here, and I'm going to try to creepily approach her. And I was waiting for the bus, I had my big fucking headphones on, and they came, and they just literally stopped dead right next to me, and just start, like, philosophizing, like, why in this moment would we choose to stop next to this woman? What brings us to this place? Do you think
Did you take your headphones off and you were like, I will murder you both?
No, I was like, I cannot engage these guys. I will fucking kill them. I was so irritated, and they kept, like, trying to move closer to me, and I was like, this is it. This is the fucking thing that women are scared of. Like, these fucking idiot white men who are like, I'm a nice guy, I can just charm her with my wits. Like, no, you're scary. You're a scary fucking dude in an unknown space. Like,
I have, like, moments
creepy.
sometimes where, like, sometimes I want to, like, yell when I'm, like, walking, like, because if I see a man, period, and I'm on a street by myself and there is a man on the street, again, I have been mugged before.
Yeah. Violently mugged, too.
Violently mugged. I will either cross the street or, like, I, like, tense up and I look like, you know, I look back behind me. And sometimes, like, those men are people of color and I kind of want to yell, I'm doing this because you're a man, not because you're black.
Yeah, right.
Which is, like, some terrible white guilt or whatever.
Yeah,
but
for
I just
sure.
want to be like, it's because you have a dick. That's really it. I find you all scary.
Man, not caveat. Yeah, when I, like, my neighbor that I live in is largely Latino, and the other side of it is where Nicole used to live. And so I would, like, walk to her house and we would hang out, and then she would walk back with me to my house. And one time, this older Hispanic man was, like, not following. He, like, crossed the street at the same time with us and was, like, too close behind us.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know if he realized it, but I was like, I'm gonna pretend that you know that you're this close to us. And so I just turned around and I was like, you're freaking me out that you're walking so close. I really need you to back off. And he was like, oh, okay. And he just, like, stopped and, like, turned and walked down another alley. And I was like, oh, God, don't do that. Anyway, okay.
Obviously, the shooting that happened was very tragic. My, thoughts go out to the families, but my prayers go to the congressmen because I would like them to do something about it.
Yeah, that would be super nice. I saw a bunch of really good comparisons, too, that, like, the gun lobby is too powerful to take down. And, like, yeah, big tobacco used to be like that, too. And it literally came down to the safety of others around people who were smoking that changed those laws. And, like, that is what's going to happen. It's going to be, like, it is terrifying that I can't remember what it's called, the thing that converted the semi-automatic into an automatic.
The bumper. Yeah,
that, like, those are unavailable because so many people have bought them because they're like, oh, they're going to repeal. Like, yeah, we should not have that shit. If you're a responsible gun owner, you should understand that and understand that, like, a handgun is enough. We shouldn't have fucking magazines.
Not to mention the, like, extreme number of, like, handgun suicides and stuff in this country.
It's like 66% of deaths from guns
if I had
are
a fucking
fucking
time
suicides.
machine, if I had a time machine, I would go back in time when they were writing the Constitution and be like, I know I'm a woman, but do not put this in the Constitution.
Yeah, right. You need to be really clear about what this fucking means.
Let's put in some more words.
Right.
If you need to put in this amendment, because I get why you're doing it historically, let's put in a couple other words.
Yeah, seriously.
Let's put an end date on this. in 1960, we're going to repeal this amendment. It does not, it's no longer effective.
Yeah, it's, the NRA is a terrorist organization. Like, that's...
Sure is.
That's what it's going to take, is them becoming recognized as that, honestly. That's really all it is. It's really fucked up.
In lighter news.
Okay.
Eddie Kingston left TNA.
Yeah.
Whatever. Also, just a gentle reminder that The Ultimate Warrior is trash.
Yeah, super trash.
Susan G. Komen, also trash.
Yeah, it's weird. I went to a seminar with a woman who was the vice president of Susan G. Komen when their scandal broke. And it was really interesting to hear her talk about, like, what it means to run a charity and why people don't want to pay for administrative costs. But it was also like, yeah, but you weren't upfront about any of this.
There's a difference. I know a decent amount about non-for-profits, and, like, there's a difference. When you do your budgets, which are public, you are very clear about, like, obviously your staff should get paid. That's obvious.
Right.
But you have to be very clear. When you get a grant, you say, this much of the grant is going to our, our administrator, and this much of the grant is going here. Like, especially with government grants, you have to be so, like, clear where you're allocating your funds. Like, you misallocated your funds and you are lying to people.
Yeah, exactly. It's, yeah, it was weird. It was so interesting to hear her speak and be like, wow, this is a lot of stuff about, like, the politics of running a business. Like, it was really interesting to me that, like, if you run a Fortune CEO company, which does, like, the same kind of work except for profit, a CEO makes millions of dollars, but when you work for a non-for-profit, you make, like, jack shit, which is weird. Like, it is weird that we do that, but it's also about properly allocating your funds and being transparent about why you're doing the things that you're doing. It's very interesting. It's also where I learned that if you give to a charity and you specify what the money is to be used for, there's a federal law that they have to do that.
Not that there's any way that you can check on it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, there's a paper trail for all of that. So if they get caught doing it, then at least, like, you're making your own paper trail for it.
I'm glad, like, anyway. AV Club had, like, an article about how Ultimate Warrior was awful, and, like, I'm glad that people are talking about it. I was never into Ultimate Warrior, and I also, like, you know, didn't pay attention that much, but, like, I learned about it because Chuck Taylor made that tweet once, and I was like, I'm gonna Google this, and I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior. Oh my god. But, like, it's good that people are talking about it, because fuck that guy.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think his wife is actually like? Do you think she was
she's
just like...
exactly like she appears to be. I don't think
Do you think she was just like, I have no opinions, my husband is crazy, but I was brought up to not divorce people.
That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. I think that she does legitimately care about like helping people. I just think that there is nothing below the surface. I think she's exactly as she appears.
Do you think that she also thinks that Katrina happened because the people were fat and poor?
Probably.
He said that.
God.
They give trophies of him to children. Did you watch Total Bellas?
I did watch Total Bellas. I prioritized Total Bellas.
Nothing happened in this episode.
This is the one where they fought over the phone and their mom was on the phone, right?
Yeah, this is the best moment. I don't know how to do screenshots of TV, but I need somebody to screenshot from this for me. Nikki and her brother are in their car, and they put their mom on speakerphone, but then they start fighting, and they forget that their mom is on speakerphone, and she literally goes, guys, do you need me on this call?
So good.
And I was like, that is my life. Do you need me to be here right now? I am busy, and I would like to be somewhere else.
Oh my god. That's how I felt all day at work today. I was like, do you really need me to be here?
Also... how uncomfortable they get when their mom talks about sex is hilarious.
Oh my god, I was gonna say...
I love that their mom and Johnny just were like, oh, we're gonna double down. Do you want to see this teddy I bought for your mom?
All the time.
Oh man, all I do is think about fucking your mom. They were like such babies about it.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
And true Brie hypocrisy was like, I wouldn't want Birdie to be weird, but also, Mom, you're disgusting.
Yeah, like, I came out of that. Like, bitch, that's what Birdie did. Like, it's so bizarre. It's very weird to me. You talk to your mom about sex, right?
Yeah, it's never weirded me out. The only thing that weirded me out is that sometimes she'll say something and be like, really? Is that what you're... All right.
Yeah.
It's your thing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Every once in a while.
I have judgments on her sex life.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not weird about her having, like, talking about sex.
Yeah, every once in a while she'll say stuff to me and I'm like, I don't think I really needed to know that, but it makes sense, I guess. Yeah, Michael's always like, it's really weird that you and your mom talk about sex. I'm like, no, it's really not. Our child will talk to us about sex because it will be normal. Like, that's...
Yeah, especially since you guys are like, this is my girlfriend.
Right, exactly.
Mommy won't be here right now. She's gonna go have a three-way. Bye. John Cena is, like, next level sometimes.
Nikki, you really need to get your stuff together.
I love that she was like, yeah, you would be my power of attorney. And he was like, nope.
Absolutely not.
And then she was like, well, would I be yours? And he was like, nope. And then he was like, I won't even tell you who mine is.
That's a little much. I mean,
that's fucked up. I said that to Nick. I was like, if you didn't want me to be your power of attorney, I think I would probably be a little bit offended, but like, whatever. But if you didn't tell me who your power of attorney was,
yeah,
I would freak out. My theory is that it's John Cena's ex-wife.
Oh, I think it's probably...
She was like... He's like, she hates me so much that she'll definitely pull the plug.
I think it's probably his...
Vince McMahon.
No, it's his friend that he works out with, I think. Because they've been friends for, like, decades.
His lover.
Yeah, so I bet it's him. And then Vince McMahon is probably on that list. which is bananas, which probably means that John Cena wants to be kept alive as long as possible. Like, if Vince McMahon is on his list, do you think Vince McMahon would ever be like, yeah, pull that flag?
I don't think Vince McMahon is on his list.
He says the person he respects most in the world is his boss, Vince McMahon. He said that on several interviews before. Yeah.
Who's your power of attorney?
I don't have one right now. I guess technically it would be my parents. Once I get married.
It just defaults to your parents.
Yeah, once I get married, it'll be Michael, and I'll be his default power of attorney. I don't think he has another one, so.
Weird.
I know, right? I'll have the power of his life in my hands. I've told him a bunch of times, I'm like, here's what I want. I do not want to be kept alive. Keep me alive for a month, and then just stop. Just pull the plug. And then donate my body to a body farm so that I could be studied for science. That's what I want. Very clear. He's like, I don't know, burn me or whatever.
Burn me or whatever. I get what Brie was doing, making JJ and Lauren the guardians, but I cannot imagine being a twin and having my twin be like,
I know.
No.
I mean, she had a legitimate point that, like, if John Cena doesn't want kids, and she
'Cause
did
then
say
he
later,
could be-
like, if
Well,
he
yeah.
says that he will change his mind, then I bet after they got engaged, she was like, okay, yeah, let's make them the power of attorney.
Marriage is so important. Why do I love Brie Bella? She is the exact opposite of everything that I am.
I think that's why you like her. She's a fascinating window into what you would be if you were not who you are.
She has terrible taste in wine, though.
Yeah, it's not good. It is not good. Did she workshop these while she was pregnant? Is that why they're so bad?
So,
she was
yeah,
like, I can't actually taste
I can't
these.
taste them. I'm sure they look fine. It's red, right?
It smells good.
Quick before we get into other wrestling, I watched ROH this week. It was nothing. They did have an honor rumble, so for the number one contendership. It was okay. It was fine. Frankie Kazarian won with lots of shenanigans. I'm glad that Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels are back to being bad guys.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice for a while that CD was like, I did it. I am on top. Peak of my career. But, I mean, they're such good bad guys.
Yeah, they're very good bad guys.
So.
It's very true.
Cody Rhodes was on commentary, too, and he did such a good job of being, like, a schmarmy champion, like, whatever, kiss the ring, but also, like, putting everybody over. He did a really good job at doing that.
That's really good to hear.
I was actually really surprised the whole time. I was like, you're doing a really good job right now.
Excellent. Good to hear.
TNA was not good this week.
Oh, wait, before we move on to TNA, you're not going to Global Wars, right?
No, I'll be in Detroit.
Okay, I'm going. I have
That'll be
no
fun.
idea. I'm not going to watch any of the television leading up to it, probably.
you probably
I'm just
don't
going to show up. It's because Kenny
fine.
Omega's going to be there.
Who are you going with?
Michael.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me and Nick are taking we do, every once in a while, we do these, like, weekend trips.
Yeah.
So we're doing a weekend trip to Detroit.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I've been, like, looking at places in Detroit. Mostly just restaurants, though. I want to do stuff, but it's, like, mostly museums. Ugh, who knows? But they do have the Eastern Market, which is cool.
Yeah.
TNA was not great. Trevor Lee retained his championship against the Canadian Destroyer. That was a fine match.
Okay.
Ohio versus everyone are the new tag champs against LAX, and LAX is really mad about it. James Storm and EC3 hate each other still, but are teaming up against AAA. There was this weird moment.
Just rolled my eyes really hard.
Okay, so it's James Storm giving a promo against Tejano, and the crowd starts chanting USA, and James Storm goes, no USA chant. It's about to, like, he may be Mexican and I'm American, but, like, I've lived long enough that we all just have to realize that people are people, right? So it was like this moment of like, okay. But immediately he says, there are two kinds of Mexicans in the world, Mexicans and Mexicans, and you aren't either of them. You're a dumbass. I'm paraphrasing. So get your Chihuahua ass in this ring. Something Taco Bell. And then the crowd started chanting Taco Bell. And I was like, what? So you're like, no, USA chant. We're all people. Love is love. Come here, you Chihuahua Taco Bell. Fucking Mexican. Let's do this. I was like, I don't know where I am right now. What is this promo?
That's so weird.
Also, James Storm looks bad. He looks old in like a not like,
oh no,
but in like a what? Are you okay?
He just rapidly aged.
Yeah, he's
weird.
Like big puffy eyes. Like, did not look good. Tejano, on the other hand, looked really good.
Okay.
And I was like, Tejano. I like Tejano in Impact is better than him in Lucha.
Anything has to be better than him. And the storyline right now is literally that he's so
boring.
that he had to be acquired by Famous B.
Phantasma came out and then beat up James Storm and gave a really good promo. And then EC3 came out, whatever. They showed videos of Bobby Lashley MMA training. Who cares?
Literally, who cares?
The women's match was also not great.
Oh, no.
It was a 3-on-3, and, like, those can sometimes be, like, trash. It wasn't bad, but it was just, like, there were, like, a couple missed spots on the outside where, like, Taya literally had to, like, jump to grab onto Gail so that Gail didn't, like, fucking kill herself. And then, like, they went down, and Taya was just, like, hugging Gail, like, I got you, it's fine. There was a whole bunch of kids in the audience with, like, glam Rosemary face paint, though, and I was into that.
Cool.
The main event was good. It was Eli Drake versus Johnny Impact. Lots of shenanigans, pretty good wrestling. Eli Drake won't retain because, you know, they knocked out, like, 3 refs.
Yeah,
That's how you win.
That
And then
is
Garza
how you
Jr. came out to help Johnny Impact because they were, like, beating him up, and then LAX came out, and then, like, I don't know. Who cares? LAX is so stupid.
Who's in LAX?
It's run by Conan. Homicide is in it.
Oh, I'm checked out so hard already.
And then 3 other people. One of them is a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, Homicide, fuck that guy. But Ohio is versus everything. There was a woman in the audience.
Either.
I know. There was a woman in the audience who was cheering for Ohio versus everything, and or everyone, OVE. I swear to God, chanting by herself, going, "OVE!
Oh my God!
OVE!" Yeah, if you have headphones in, I'm sorry. I also had headphones in when I was listening to this, and I was like, "Who is this woman?"
So just Allie in the audience cheering for them.
It was awful. It was. Oh my God, it was awful.
That sounds terrible. That was
Yeah,
awful.
it was just like it had a weird vibe this episode, and it was supposed to be like a big one, like Victory Road had like a weird vibe. You know, it didn't have a weird vibe. Ultima Lucha fucking Trace, episode 1.
Excited. There's gonna be 4 episodes.
I don't know how to even talk about that much. Okay, let's talk about the Tejano one first. So it opens up with Tejano versus Famous B, Dr. Wagner Jr.
Have you seen him without his mask?
No.
He's really fucking hot.
Isn't he old?
Yes. He's really fucking hot. You should really look him up. He's really fucking good looking.
He's so weirdo. So like,
it was really weird to watch him with his mask on because I was like, I really wish he would just take your mask off. Yeah, he recently took his mask off in real life for the first time.
Okay, I'm looking.
Yeah, he's like a really good looking older man. If you haven't,
he's like the most interesting man in the world. That's funny.
Yeah, So the whole time I was just like, you are interesting if you take your mask off. Yeah, I love beautiful Brenda as the nurse. She was so
she
good.
Was so
I also
funny.
love that she's the reason that he won. I love that.
Goes, he tastes like barbecue sauce. Fucking Brenda. Or when she was like, I can't help, I'm so crippled. Oh man,
she was so good,
so funny. And yeah, the match was fine. It was just a match of shenanigans that led to Tejano losing.
Yeah, exactly. Good.
Famous B looked so shocked when he was like, I love Famous B.
He went to raise Tejano's hand at the end too because he's forever in AJ. It was so good. I loved it.
Yeah, that was great. That was so silly. Oh, except for also that there was some cool wrestling, like when they went to the middle of the stairs, and Tejano threw Famous B from, like, the middle of the stairs onto the ground.
Yeah. Tejano's fucking strong.
But also Famous B took a good bump.
Yeah, true. Famous B's a good wrestler. He takes good bumps.
In that context.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how to even talk about this Hell of War match.
Fuck, it was good.
I was watching it on the train, and I was literally, like, gasping and screaming.
I'm really glad I didn't try
to watch
it.
People were, like, looking at me, and I was like, I don't know how to describe to you what I am watching right now.
I watched it alone in my apartment right before I came over here. And I was just yelling. I was like, I'm really sorry, neighbors. Fucking can't help it.
And here's the thing. We've seen AR Fox a lot. And the last match I saw AR Fox in, because I haven't been to AEW in a while, was when they won the belts and Phoenix lost his tooth, remember?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And that's the one where Michael Elgin told me that I was ugly.
Yep.
So this was a while ago. That's not true. I must have seen him after that. But, like, that match was nuts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There were, like, headshots and these, like, DDTs on chairs. Fucking Phoenix lost a tooth. That match was nuts. Mm-hmm. This match, Hell of War match, was like that times 1,000.
I know, it was fucking nuts. I mean, like, it starts with you win by drawing blood, and like I knew already that the glass was going to happen. Short,
but I liked that the first match was so long.
Yeah, I agree, and like because once they got bloody, they were fucked up the whole time. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And every time anything happened,
so many cool moves. Like AR Fox, my favorite thing that he does is when he runs up the ring post and does a flip.
Yeah,
he ran up the ring post and did a flip onto Killshot, who was on a ladder.
It was awesome. It was so. It was fucking good.
Nuts. I also loved at the end of the first one. I assumed that Dante Fox was going to go through the glass because he, like, set it up with the ref, and he was like, you better set this up with me or I'll make you bleed.
Yeah.
But I like that, like, they played with the trope of, like, whoever sets it up goes through it. Like, I like that Killshot was the one that went through the glass first. Especially because Dante goes through, like, 3 plates of glass from the ceiling.
And they just have all this glass in the ring. Like,
I know.
As soon as the match ended, I was like, oh my god, it's all just in there. Holy fuck.
Barbed wire board.
Oh my god. My favorite thing about that is when he pulled it out, the ref's face was just like, oh.
I know. The ref. Usually refs, I'm like, I don't want you to, like, blow up the scene like you're not there. But, like, I love that the ref, and even Matt Stryker was like, this ref has been around for a long time. And he is, like,
freaking
out right now.
He, like, went over and, like, moved the barbed wire, like, oh my god, please don't fuck yourself up. It was so weird. He was invested in a way that I was invested. And so it was, like, it felt even more real.
What the fuck was that move where they were, like, going over the top rope, but then it turned into, like, a DDT on the... I screamed. That's the one where I screamed out loud. I was like... what? Because that one was unexpected, right? Like, the like, big moves with the, like, you know, the barbed wire and the chairs and stuff, like, there's a prop, so you, like, know something is coming. Yeah. That was just, like, out of nowhere. Like, a weird over-the-rope DDT where they both died, like, on the apron. What if you had missed that?
I know.
Oh, my God. Also, I liked at the end how, like, the way that Killshot carried Dante into the medical evac was, like... almost sad.
Yeah, it really was.
There was, like, great acting in this. Like, when Dante was, like, choking him with the cord, and there was, like, all that feedback, which was, like, cool.
Oh,
like,
my God. When Dante was choking him with the cord, and Killshot was looking up at him, I literally word vomited. Again, in my empty apartment, to no one but myself, just word vomited out. He looks like he's trying to make him suck his dick right now. And he has the mask on, and I was like, it kind of looks like him trying to suck his dick. It was really weird. It was just, like, the only thing I could see. And I was like, okay, this took me out of it a little bit. But then he went through all those plates of glass, and I was just like, I can't move.
I love how slow it was, too. So, like, you know,
I know.
Killshot hits him, and then you, like, know what's happening, because Dante's like,
like
whoa. And then you described it perfectly. It's just, like, fucking Jeff Hardy, like, whoa.
Yep, he just takes this Jeff Hardy swan dive.
He just, like,
fucking bump. It was
like, my body has to be as limp as possible.
He looked fucking dead. When Matt Stricker was like, "Is he dead?" I was like, "I don't know. He might be dead."
Being in the audience, like, the audience looked exhausted.
They were silent for a minute, which never happens. Like, there was that time when Tejano and Cage went through that fucking bar cart, and there was all that glass. Like,
Tejano and Havoc. You always say Cage.
Oh, you're right. I don't know why I always think that's Cage.
You're wrong.
I don't know why I think that. Yeah. Anyway, but it, like, even then in that moment, like, that was fucked up, and that was the most fucked up thing that had happened up till that point too. And so it felt like there was that, like, all the air gets sucked out of the room
in the glass. I loved how Matt Striker.
This was like fucking
I love how
nuts.
he explained it too. Matt Striker was like, Dario put that there because Dario is a fucked up human.
Yeah, Because I like that he has him on the stretcher, like, I'm just gonna roll him straight into here, and then it's like, no, you're not. You're definitely not. There's this whole big-ass structure here. Oh, it was so good. The flesh on the fucking stretcher. I knew it was coming, and was still just like, oh no. Parts of his back came off.
That match.
Oh, God.
That match. I've never seen anything like that.
It was nuts.
I've seen a lot.
It was fucking
I mean, I don't go out of my way to watch death matches, but, like...
yeah.
Holy shit.
That was fucked up. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. And they were so fucking bloody at the end. Like, it felt like they had been through war. And you're right, when he put him in the evac, it was excellent. It felt like...
he, like, tapped it. Like, it was like laying to rest somebody that, like, you love.
Right? It was like, I didn't rescue you the last time, and this time I'm the cause of this, and I'm just gonna put you... Like, this is it. I'm gonna put you in here, and this is the end. And it was just... real good. Matt Stryker had that line too. He's like, he closes it with a bang, and he didn't really. He just kind of like shut the door. He didn't like slam it shut. It was like, this is the end.
Yeah, it was like, I think like him and as like the actor probably was just like, fuck, we just did that. Like overwhelmed with emotions. I can't imagine doing that match and then going backstage and like, I think I would start crying. I think I would be like, I don't think, like, I'm, like, tearing up right now. Like, that's so stupid. Like, that was incredible.
It was really fucking
and, like,
good.
As a performer, like, how do you even, like, comprehend that you, like, did that?
I know.
It was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life.
It was so good.
And, like, yes, it is a very specific type of match, but there was also really good, like, actual wrestling in it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Great storytelling. Like, it was incredible.
Yeah, it was really fucking good.
Yeah. I don't even...
Ugh, so good.
I don't even know how to deal with that shit.
This was the first night of 4, also.
Yeah, and they heavily edit that show, so they chose to put it in episode 1.
Yeah.
Either they chose to put it in episode 1 to be like, kick it off with a bang, or like, it just gets crazier from here. Mm-hmm. I don't know how anything could be crazier.
I don't fucking know. What's next week? The last luchador standing and
there's like
mask versus hair match.
Yeah, but then there's also like a big match for an ultimate opportunity.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It will be very satisfying to watch Taya kick the shit out of Sexy Star, even though
Sexy Star's gonna win.
Yeah, and this was also before all of that happened. So
though she might not win because at this point
retiring,
they knew that she was leaving.
Right, exactly. So I feel like she might not win, and
that would be very satisfying.
It would be so satisfying. I would be really into that.
Yeah, fuck that. Did you watch NXT?
I did. I had to watch it twice because I watched it after.
So funny.
I watched it after the movie premiere. After we went home from the after event, I was really drunk.
Really?
Really fucking.
How much did you drink?
A lot. I had a lot.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, I had like 6 drinks at the after event. I was pretty fucked up.
How?
I don't know. I have no idea. I was just standing right there. Everybody kept giving me their drink tickets, and I was like, "I'll have another one. Sure, why not?"
What?
Yeah, I was fucked up.
I did not notice that, and I was next to you the whole time.
I know. Yeah, I wasn't really until
Side note, there's like a picture of us from the red carpet, and you look really cute, and I look awful.
Oh, are you talking about the Shield one? Because I look like I'm pregnant
I look
in that
terrible
one.
in that one. No, there's one of just me and you. You look cute. I look really bad, and I'm like depressed about it because it's a cute photo of you.
Oh, I like that photo of both of us.
I look bad. Even Nick, who was honest with me, he was like, yeah, that doesn't look good for me.
I mean, no.
It's not a great photo. My bangs are all messed up. It's a weird angle.
No, your bangs are messed up. That's true.
It's not a great photo of me. I'll still post it. It's a cute photo of you.
It's a good photo of me. That's nice. Cool.
Bitch.
I never. Fuck you. I never take good photos. I always look like
I know. I look
crazy
awful in that
person.
Shield one too, and I was like, Ben.
I look 9 months pregnant, and I don't understand how that happened.
Ben looks good in it.
I know Ben looks great.
That's probably why he chose that one. He was like, I look good in this one.
I know.
They look stupid, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that event was super fun. But yeah,
oh my God, you delivered it.
How? I don't understand.
You look so. It's comical. You look like you're wearing like a pillow.
I don't understand how either. Like, I don't know how it happened, but I look 9 months pregnant.
It's just the angle of the dress, I guess. Did you have your purse on or something?
I did, but I thought it was on the other side, and it's like a different color than I don't know. It really looks like I'm fucking 9 months
with a beer in your hand.
I know. It's so ridiculous. It was immediately. I noticed it right away. I was just like, oh my God.
I was just having a bad hair night. So that's what's going on with me, but you look so... Oh, put it on our Tumblr, these awful pictures of us. You look... Because you don't look fat. You specifically look pregnant.
I look so pregnant. I hope that's what I look like when I'm pregnant. That it's very flattering.
Great, you look like you look nice. Other than the fact that you're holding a beer. Oh my God. wait to edit that part where I just start cackling like a witch. Oh my god.
It's really funny.
It is comical.
It's comical.
You look. I'm so vain that I like only was looking at myself and I was like, ugh, I look bad. And I did not notice that you were having a child next to me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's so funny. It's such a funny picture.
I don't think Ben probably noticed either.
I don't think so either. I don't think anyone else noticed. But I noticed it immediately. It was like, oh my god. What the fuck?
Did you show Michael?
No.
You have to show him.
Yeah, I will.
Be like, in case you want to know this one, I'm gonna look like I'm pregnant.
Hopefully this is what I'll look like when I'm pregnant.
Oh my god. NXT. There's going to be a women's 4-way for the belt at TakeOver.
Yes.
It's going to be Kari versus 3 other women who are to be decided. The tournament, or not the tournament, but the matches start tonight.
Yes.
So we'll see. It's TakeOver Houston, I believe. Mm-hmm. Eric Young gave a great in-ring promo with Sanity, calling out Adam Cole and all of them. I like these, like, crazy baby faces. Like,
yes, I agree.
Rosemary as a baby face and Sanity as baby faces. Like, it's very interesting to me. Lars had a match versus Oni Lorcan, which was really good, actually. Oni Lorcan
I really enjoyed it.
Oni Lorcan is a great wrestler. And I also love that Birch came out to, like, rescue Oni, because I told you they're totally going to be a fucking tag team. After they have this, like, 2 out of 3 or whatever, they're totally going to be a fucking tag team.
I think that's the right move for them as well.
I agree, because there needs to be something else in the tag division, because we have 2 big guy teams. We have the Heavy Machinery and Authors of Pain. We have Sanity, which is, like, they're pretty big, but they're, you know, they have this, like, crazy gimmick. And then we have the Ely brothers, who are losers, but are also big dudes. Like,
losers in that they lose all the time.
But they're also big dudes.
Yeah.
We have, theoretically, we have TM61, but not really. Like, they haven't been back in a long time.
Oh my god, they have been out for so
DIY is not
long.
a team anymore, and they were like, we need like a middleweight or smaller team, and Oni Lorcan and Birch would be really good, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Ruby Riott gave like a pretty solid like backstage interview where she was just like,
from 2 weeks ago?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure this is from 2 weeks ago.
No way. Ruby Riott gave an interview both times.
Did she?
Yes. This is not from what happened in the match did you watch?
Oni Lorcan and Lars fought, but
I said Lars. Oni Lorcan and Lars
is this the
fought.
same one that Ono and oh my god, who did Ono fight on this episode?
Someone? I didn't write it down. I don't know. Now I'm like stressed about it. What was the women's match?
Liv versus
Yeah, Vanessa Bourne.
Oh, okay.
Ruby Riott still had an interview.
I must have missed that.
She basically was just like, I did win against Peyton and Billy, but Nikki was there and that was weird. I don't know what's happening. I will fight them any chance.
Oh, that's weird. I thought that was from 2 weeks ago. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. That's my mistake.
Heavy Machinery fought some jobbers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I am really getting over on Heavy Machinery, but specifically the shorter of the two.
Yeah, I agree.
Jovovic.
I literally don't know what their names are. Could not tell you.
The one that starts with a D.
With 1,000 guesses.
To me, is like if Chris Farley was a wrestler.
Oh my god.
Right, though?
Yes.
Like, he's good
absolutely.
at what he does.
He's very good at it.
But he's also, like, weirdly funny.
Yeah, I agree.
And,
He's
like,
the one that yells about meat.
Very aware of his size and how to use his size. Mm-hmm. He is totally like if Chris Farley was a wrestler.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm into him.
I'm into that.
Roddy gave a shit promo. Who cares? Johnny gets a match with somebody. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that part. Liv Morgan versus Vanessa Bourne was not a good match.
Really? I disagree. I think that it was actually a pretty good match. And if
I enjoyed it. I'm like a fan of Liv Morgan. I don't know why, but I did not think it was a solid match.
See, it's funny. The first time I watched it, I don't remember watching it at all. And then I watched it right before I came over because I rewatched the whole episode. I got to the end when Eric Young jumps off of the post onto Sanity before I was like, oh my god, I watched this whole episode already. Literally, that was the moment. And I was like, oh my god, I was drunk after that. Okay, so the second time I watched it, I liked it because it reminded me of when Billy and Peyton were wrestling each other when they were still very green. Like, you can see that they have a lot of potential, and they were better than they've ever been before.
Liv Morgan should be better right now.
I think that this is the best Liv Morgan has ever been. I think that Liv Morgan really relies on the fact that she's had to face jobbers a lot, and this is the first time that, like, I've seen her in a match with someone who, like, they're both pushing each other to be better. Like, I don't know what Vanessa Bourne's character is.
Vanessa Bourne did where she, like, got into the ring and then, like, flopped over like a fish.
I don't know. I don't understand what Vanessa Bourne's character is, other than I like sex, I guess. It's weird. Yeah, she also spanked Liv, which was really weird.
Yeah, I think she's, like, supposed to be a dominatrix, I guess.
It's weird. It's very strange.
Yeah,
but I thought it was
great.
It was the first time I watched both of them and was like, I could like both of these people. I think that they both have a lot of potential as wrestlers.
I like Liv, but I think it's mostly because I really like her theme song.
I don't know. I had a thought too that I bet that she and Enzo. I bet that she and Enzo originally met in the juniors leggings section. Right?
I did appreciate her, like, bold lip color.
Yeah, it is very bold. Very bold.
Aleister Black was like, I'm going to give the moodiest promo. I'm going to quote some stuff. I'm not going to look into the camera. I'm going to take my gloves off.
I also like that he called him Patrick. He was like, I don't give a fuck about your Velveteen Dream bullshit. Your name is Patrick. I didn't catch that. Yeah, straight up called him Patrick. And I was like, good job. Because fuck the Velveteen Dream. Patrick is his name. Excellent. So I like that too. I like that there's that,
Fight
like...
Club, Patrick is his name.
Yeah, let's go blow up some buildings with no people inside of them.
And then, you know, confront my demons.
Am I Tyler Durden or are you Tyler Durden?
I think I'm very clearly Tyler Durden in this situation.
So I just shoot myself in the face?
To kill me.
Okay, I guess I get the girl afterwards. And all
but it is Helena Bonham Carter, so...
I mean, that's fine. She aged gracefully. And also, like...
Don't you think she doesn't smell good? In every character she's ever played, I've honestly had that thought, like... I feel like you don't smell good.
Honestly, I don't know why I feel this way. This is so random. I feel like she smells like dryer sheets. And I really don't know why. I just always assumed that.
There are some people that you, like, look at them, though, right? And then you're like, I don't know you, but I don't think you smell good.
Yeah.
She is one of them. That's not a nice thing to say.
I mean, that's like Matthew McConaughey. Like, I know he doesn't smell good.
Well, yeah, he's like the guy that's like, I love my manly stench.
I don't wear deodorant.
I'm all natural. I'm like a modern day cowboy.
Disgusting. Wear deodorant. Always wear deodorant.
Yeah,
as someone
at least rub some coconut oil all over your armpits.
Right? Like, and as somebody who sweats a lot and can smell very bad, like, wear deodorant. Bring deodorant with you. I keep deodorant in my backpack because I'm polite to other humans. Like, just do that.
Do you smell bad a lot?
No, like, if I'm, like, sweating, I smell bad when I sweat, but, like, I keep deodorant in my bag because I'm aware that I smell when I sweat. Like, that's just how it is.
Fun facts about Erin. She's smelly.
That's why I carry deodorant and shower regularly. What can I say?
I feel like you're right that Cassius Ohno did have a fight, and I did not write it down. No, that was 2 weeks ago that he fought someone.
No, he definitely fought someone this week. I literally watched it before I came over.
I didn't write it down. I must have not cared.
It was Lars Ulrich, the guy from the Cruiserweight competition. Yes, and it was excellent. It was a really, really fucking good match. Why didn't I
write it down?
I don't know. I really was questioning myself. I was like, is this 2 weeks ago? I'm real confused.
Yeah, that was good.
I really enjoyed it. I like Lars a lot. I remember when
I love that they were like, he is not a cruiserweight anymore.
Yeah, I like that they kept referring to them both.
Beefed his body up.
They were like, heavyweights. They're both heavyweights. Can you believe they're heavyweights? Like, okay, we get it. It's not a cruiserweight anymore. I also like that they've, like, really smartly leaned in on the rebranding of Cassius Ohno as, like, a big guy. This is what he does. Because before it was like they felt weird about saying it. And I feel like lately...
Well, if they're gonna do it, it's like how they announce, like, Naya's weight. Naya has been very open and been like, It doesn't bother me when they announce my weight. I like that they announce my weight. You know, even though as, like, a fan, it is weird to me that she's the only one who they announce. But, like, I get why. And if she's okay with it and wants it to be said, like, that is fine. And, like, with Cassius Ohno, like... You have to acknowledge it.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge it. You can't show his older stuff and then show him now. Like, they own all of that footage. They're gonna fucking use it, too. Right. And so, it's good that he's, like, building up footage where they don't have to use that anymore. But it feels like they've really leaned into it. And, like, honestly, purple body armor is the greatest thing that ever happened to Cassius Ohno. Like, his costume is so much better now. Like, it works for him.
Can I say something weird? I love Cassius's, like, thigh cellulite.
Yeah.
I, like, really appreciate it.
He's also, like, he has lost weight since
Oh, he totally has.
Which, it's weird,
you can
too,
be
to, like...
super skinny, too, and have cellulite.
Oh,
it has
absolutely.
nothing to do with that. It's your fascia
That's what I was
buildup.
going to say,
but,
that,
like,
that it's...
But I like, as, like, a woman who, like, has, like, pretty toned thighs, but also, like, has a little cellulite. I'm like, yeah, Cassius.
Yeah, I like, too, that, like, he's lost weight and his legs still look like that because that's what happens. Like, that's how your legs look when you have cellulite on them. And
Unless
like,
you buy the fascia blaster.
I mean, that's true. I
want to buy it. It's like $80.
I don't have cellulite. I have a lot of stretch marks, but I don't.
That's
like
different. That's not fascia.
Yeah, but it's that same kind of like, this is a thing in my body that I've been told I should cure, and I like don't know how I feel about that either. Yeah. So like that's like, I don't ever want to use stretch mark cream, and so I also feel weird about cellulite cream. Work. Well, it can. I mean, they're scars, so all you have to do
I know, but I used to use it a lot and it doesn't work. Because I went through a phase in like college where I was like, nice stretch marks. Oh. It doesn't work.
All right, that's fair. I mean, I've used scar cream on other stuff, and it's worked fine.
But I am telling you specifically for stretch marks, it doesn't work.
Okay, all right.
Jeez.
Damn.
The main event was Adam Cole, Bebe versus Eric Young, where Cole was like, fight me, and Eric Young was like, meh.
Yeah. So unbothered.
This was not necessarily a great match.
It was fine.
But the end was, like, compelling. Like,
also, I just...
Lots of shenanigans. Like, EY lost. He would have won, but he got distracted by the outside. Yeah. And because, like, you know, Sanity are agents of chaos, they go with chaos over, like, winning, which, like, makes sense. And, like, Eric Young still looked really strong. Sanity still looked really strong. But it's Adam Cole's debut. They clearly want to push... you know, Red Dragon and Adam Cole, so, like, you have to have him win.
I also liked
the
that, like,
undisputed.
Whatever, that's fine. I liked, too, that Nikki Cross, like, she stole focus, but in, like, a great way, where she's so invested in fucking everything that's happening this, like, and
she also, like, led the crowd.
She was the one holding both of the belts, too, which I really liked.
I
really liked that.
I noticed that, too.
I really liked that they're, like, she is part of this tag team. Like, she may not be able to fight these men yet, but she is part of our tag team. Like, I really fucking like that.
Nikki Cross is, like, our main hope for, like, intergender at this moment.
It feels like they are more willing to let her do it than anyone else, which is very bizarre when you look at the way that they originally branded her as, like, Rainbow Bright, basically. Like, she is so different now, and I love that she's the one who's, like, leading the charge on, like, yeah, I will fuck a dude up. And she is, like... she's the scariest member of that group, far and away. When they were doing the face-off between Undisputed when they were on the floor, she comes up and looks like a rabid fucking dog. Like, she's clearly the one to be like, feared. Held back. Yeah, she's the one to be feared. Like, she was in the ring and Adam Cole's like, get them out of here. And she was like, oh, fucking murder you. I will literally rip you apart with my teeth. Like, I loved that. I thought that it was fantastic. Like, she is just... so good, and like I don't feel mad when she pulls focus because all she's doing is directing it back, and like she's really fucking good at it. I noticed that when she was like hitting the ring, she like throws her head all the way fucking back when she does it, which is incredible. Like, that shit is hard to do. Like, you're an actor, you know what it's like to do movement where you're like fucking snapping your head back. Like, watching her do that, I was like, you have such good control over
she's very
your whole
talented
body. Like, I just love her. I think she's fantastic. It was a good episode of NXT. I guess I'm back. I have to start watching every week again, I guess.
Next week, Roderick Strong versus Drew McIntyre, your two favorites.
I won't watch next
week.
Oh,
there was a backstage segment with Drew McIntyre where he was like, I'm the champion.
I also had a moment where I was drunk. This is the one thing I remember while I was drunk, was watching Roddy Strong and being like, I'm definitely more into him now that my fuck buddy who reminds me of him is in a monogamous relationship. I'm definitely more into him now. All it took was that.
Who is that? Do I know this?
Yes.
He's monogamous now?
Yeah, he is.
That's disappointing for you.
Yeah, it is. Whatever. He'll be back.
He always comes back.
They always come back.
Raw, the Shield edition.
Fuck. I was like, I hate this, so everyone else probably likes it.
I love how homo it is.
I'm Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe. What are you doing, Robert?
I mean, I know
it's so
that was
homoerotic.
I know that was Shield's whole thing, and that's why it launched.
Is that why people like it?
Launched 1,000 fanfics, but like, yeah,
I just don't get it.
It's so gay. I love it.
So gay.
I'm into how gay it is.
Is it supposed to be that gay?
I don't think so. But I'm into it. I'm fully invested in how gay it is.
See, that's interesting. I guess I've never considered that that's why people are into it, because it's so gay. That does make a lot of sense. I started watching wrestling again, like, literally a month, maybe 2 months before they broke up. So I have hated the show since I came back. And so I guess I
They broke up because you started watching wrestling a little bit before I did.
Yeah.
They were like right before or right after Seth turned, so like I didn't get Shield at all.
Yeah, like it's
so like I have no, and I've gone back and watched some matches, but like I'm not invested in the Shield at all.
Yeah, I got like as they fell apart. So of course I hate them because all I did was watch them fall apart and was like, this is bullshit. Fuck all of them. And then they were singles wrestlers and I was like, I love all of them as singles wrestlers.
Except for you hate Roman.
I liked him for a long time until he got his hernia, and then he came back and got the super push, and I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Oh yeah, the hernia.
Mm-hmm. Literally up till the hernia. I was really disappointed when he got hurt, and then he came back and it was like, oh, you're gonna pretend like he had fought 9 months. Oh, okay, great. This is bullshit. Fuck this.
Seth fought Braun.
It was good.
It was good.
They did what they accomplished. They made him and Dean look very strong. And
the bar.
Yeah, and the bar.
It pisses me off that Cesaro has a shirt that says with Superman on it, but Alicia Fox has been there for 19 years and has zero merch.
She had a great quote this week.
Alicia Fox was great on Raw.
Yes, absolutely.
Alicia Fox is great.
I agree. I wrote this down. This was one of the things I had in news that I
didn't contribute to news.
Well, because it's, I think, more relevant to talking about Alicia Fox. She gave an interview on Lillian Garcia's podcast. She had a great quote that relates to this. She said, I guess, like, sometimes I feel embarrassed about my career in a sense because, like, when the fans come up and they're like, oh, underrated or this or that, I never realized that until social media popped up, and then it's like, I'm left thinking, am I underrated? Why don't I get it? Like, I'm one of the only girls that don't have any merch. I never have any merch. Even when the Bella twins and I were together, it was still Team Bella. I never complained about those things because in my head I'm like, it's okay. You know, it's a lot of fluffy content thinking. But, you know, maybe it's not okay. Maybe then it gets me upset and angry because then I'm thinking, well, you know, when will my next chapter look like? Is it going to be okay if I'm not putting food on my table or whatever, or my career is in the control of somebody else? And I think that's a great point. Like, it's...
I would buy Alicia Fox. I would, if they could make the ugliest shirt they've ever made, and I would buy it.
I would absolutely buy it. It's like how they didn't have Alexa Bliss shirts for fucking ever, and like...
Let's start a hashtag, everybody. Merch for Foxy!
Why doesn't she have any merch?
I'm just gonna tweet at WWE every day. Merch for Foxy.
Right? Like, it's fucking bullshit. Like how Naomi didn't have any fucking merch
She had a belt, too.
Yeah, she was a fucking women... She was a
Divas
champion, and like...
First African-American Divas champion, too.
Has no fucking merch.
Yeah.
That's a good point. It is bullshit that they print all these, like, special novelty shirts for guys and, like, can't do dick for Foxy.
Y2AJ? Fuck that.
Yeah,
Sheamus 315? Fuck that.
Fuck that. Yeah, I agree. That is bullshit. Yep, that's bullshit. Why doesn't Emma have any merch? That would be nice. I would love to buy some merch.
Why doesn't Nikki have any merch?
Yeah.
Why doesn't fucking... I'm trying to think of some men, too, because there are definitely men who don't have merch.
Why don't have the fucking cruiserweights have merch? Why doesn't Cedric Alexander have merch? Why doesn't Jack Gallagher have merch?
Why doesn't fucking Drew Gulak have merch?
He has the template printed out. Just give it to graphics. Right? Just reuse it. He printed his own shirt. Just use his template.
Why doesn't fucking Peyton and Billy have that iconic fucking shirt?
Yeah, it's so easy to just fucking print these shirts. It's so ridiculous.
Ugh. Anti-ways. There was that segment with Mickey where Alicia and Emma were like, oh, somebody left you a gift. They gave her like a walker and Depends.
Yes.
Alicia is so funny in that segment.
Whole
where she
segment
was
excellent.
Yeah, and then Mickey like stormed in on Alexa and Nia, and Nia was like, can we help you? Mm-hmm. And Alexa was just like behind her like, yeah, get him.
I don't want to fight you because I'm afraid you're fragile. Nia doesn't have that problem. Nope.
I love that. That match was good too.
It was really good.
It was such a good call to make it look like Mickey was gonna win.
Yes, I agree.
And have Alexa mess it up because like made Mickey look very strong.
Yes, I agree.
But you didn't give an L to Nia.
Yeah.
And it totally set up a Mickey-Alexa TLC match.
Right, exactly. Which they're going to have, and it's going to be really good. I'm very excited
Yeah.
about it. Also, if she fucking wins, she and Asuka will then fight.
And they have good chemistry.
They have fucking great chemistry. And also, it would be cool to have Asuka come in and be like, oh, you won your 7th championship? Congratulations. Guess what? I'm going to fucking murder you.
Yeah.
Like, I think Asuka and Alexa could have a great match. But, like, I know Mickey and Asuka, too, would be very, very good. And I'm super into that. Also, I feel like, let's get real. If Mickey wins her 7th championship and Asuka beats her, she's probably going to retire. Like, that's a good number to do that on. If you do like a fucking bananas ass TLC or some kind of stipulation, it won't be TLC because that pay-per-view will pass, but like to do that, to do a TLC match and then have a match with Asuka, like that's a great time to be like, this is it if you're gonna end it. Also though, I'd like to point out Mickie James is the same age as Samoa Joe, and how fucking offensive would it be if we were having a storyline about Samoa Joe being a fucking grandpa?
I agree that it is in theory an offensive storyline, and it is dumb that it only happens for the women, but I also like how Mickey personally is handling it.
I agree. I think that Mickey is doing a great job with it.
The act of them doing the storyline is dumb.
It's very dumb.
But the way that they're writing it and the way that Mickey is handling it, it's a dumb storyline that is super sexist, but it is being handled well so far.
I really want her to say something, though. I really want Mickie James to be like, yeah, I'm older than all of you are. I have more experience. I'm the same age as all of these men.
I'm like 15 years younger than the Big Show.
Yeah, exactly. Or even like, I don't usually like when women use men in call-outs because I feel like it brings the focus to men. But I wish she would say something like, I'm a year older than The Miz. I'm the same age as Samoa Joe. I'm younger than John Cena. Like, how dare you think that I can't wrestle just because I'm fucking 37 years old? Like,
you sexist little shit.
Yeah, right? Like, you may be a little lady, but you're a sexist piece of shit. Like, I would love that. That is the right way to handle that storyline.
That would be great.
It would be fucking great if something like that happened.
That's not gonna happen.
I don't have any hope that that would happen, but like that would be the appropriate way to handle that.
I loved also too, we got like almost the entire women's roster except for like Dana. And we
Dana
did see
out, yeah.
we did see Dana for that Warrior segment, which whatever.
Whatever.
But Nia and Mickey match with Alexa on the outside, and we got a Sasha Bailey versus Emma and Foxy.
Mm-hmm. Foxy Emma is a great tag team. I'm sad that they turned on each other, but it'll probably be an undercard match at TLC, which good, fantastic. I'm so fine with that. Emma might actually win.
I love that Foxy's face was just like, I just cannot believe you right now.
I know.
And I was like, you're losing. You hit me. I'm leaving. I'm so important. If Paige does come back, I know that she's probably going to SmackDown, but it is a mistake to not have her come back and face Emma.
Yeah, I agree.
It is a mistake.
Maybe there will be shakeups.
Shake 'em up.
Sounds like Kevin Owens is coming back to Raw after Hell in a Cell.
Oh, well.
Which, like, if they're gonna have to do some kind of talent exchange, like, do something. I don't think that they would send Emma over there, but, like, something.
It is a mistake to not have Paige come back and be like, bitch, I started it with you, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, but it would be kind of nice, too, to have Paige come back and establish dominance and then do a shakeup later and then have Emma be like, oh, okay, I see how it fucking is. Still ignored all this time.
Yeah.
We started
I
this
guess
together.
there are different ways to do it.
Yeah.
They're still setting up Sasha and Bailey. Whatever.
There's all these rumors that Bailey's gonna turn heel. Like,
this point,
LOL, okay.
I still love Sasha and I still love Bailey. I really do.
He's just writing them so poorly.
But I just like...
I do like that
my focus is on other women right now.
And I'm glad that the focus on Sasha no longer involves the belt. Like, honestly, I want Sasha and Bailey to have a fucking feud that doesn't involve the belt in any way. Like, great. Make them the secondary storyline for the women. That would be fantastic. Because I don't want either of them in the women's picture. I've seen it and I don't need any more of it. Like,
right now.
Right now, exactly. Like, obviously not never.
Right.
Like, fuck these women. Never again do I want to see them perform for the belt.
It's shit like this that makes me wish that there was a secondary belt for the women.
Absolutely. Apparently there are some pretty strong rumors that they are thinking about doing a women's tag division.
There's so many women that they brought in. Like, there's women...
Make a fucking tag division.
There's women, like, toiling in
doing
NXT
nothing
right now.
Doing fucking nothing. Add a fucking women's division. You could put 8 new women on both shows and have...
If you have a tag.
Yeah, and just put a couple tag teams on each of them. Start like you did on SmackDown with 4 fucking tag teams and just start from there. Like, you can absolutely do that shit. You don't even need to start a women's tag division in NXT yet. Just start it on the main roster.
Agreed.
And then bring in people from Mae Young Classic 2 and have those people staff the division for NXT's tag division next year. Like, it is so easy. Like... They have so many women on retainer. What the fuck are they going to do with them? They have 3 belts in their whole company for women. How many belts are there for men? Like 10?
The Universal belt. Okay, so the NXT belt.
The NXT
tag belts. The Universal belt. The US belt. The Intercontinental belt. Both division tag teams. The World Championship.
The Cruiserweight division.
The Cruiserweight division. The UK belt.
And then there's the Dusty Classic, but that's different because that's like
different.
the Mae Young.
But that's 10 belts.
That's 10 belts for
that's
3.
10 belts.
3 women's belts in the whole company. 10 men's belts. Weird.
That's insane.
I wonder what they could do to make that a little more even. Maybe get a women's tag division.
You don't even have to put it on SmackDown and Raw. You can put it on one of them. Like,
no, put it on both of them.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying you don't have to. Like,
right, exactly. You would just have a smaller tag division on one than on the other. Like, it would be so easy to do that.
That's
Give
nuts.
women at least a third of the programming time. Like, come on. This should not still be being debated.
Especially,
like,
there are tons of women in the audience, too. You can visibly see it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of women, what the fuck is going on with Abigail?
I don't know.
That Bray promo
is it?
where he was just like, she would never lie to me, she would never lie to me, she would never lie to me, she would never lie to me. And then Finn giving his promo, which, like, whatever, Finn.
I love you, Finn, but you're not the important part of this thing right now.
Yeah.
All I want to know is who the fuck Abigail is.
And how, like, she's, like, you could hear, like, the women's laugh. Like,
they also did, like, a flash of a lady at the
Yeah.
end, and I was like, Rosemary!
I wish it's not gonna be Rosemary.
I know it's not, but I'm like, and she, like, trolled everybody during Raw, tweeting about it, and I was like, I hate you, Rosemary!
I mean, I fucking wish.
I fucking wish.
She's, like, I mean, she would be incredible on it.
I mean,
at it.
It is right after Sexy Star tried to fuck her up. Maybe that was her Bobby Fish moment where she was like, fuck this, I'm done.
I wish. I'm sure she still has contracts and stuff.
Yeah, she's scheduled to be places until December, so I doubt it's her.
But they could tease it. I don't know. I wish. I fucking wish.
I
But in my
wish.
head, I'm
It's
also
gonna be
like,
fucking Sage Beckett or something.
I would jump off of this house.
It's gonna be. Get ready. Get your ladder now.
No, it cannot be Sage
She
Beckett.
posted like a fiery lady with something that said like, they're all lies, darling, over it. Like, I think it might be Sage Beckett.
That's so disappointing.
Oh, yeah. Although, like, I don't think that she is a bad wrestler, but I think her stupid half-ass shaman gimmick was bad. So if they're gonna rebrand her as Abigail, I'm
But
into
do you think,
that.
like, Abigail needs to be able to talk? Like, Rosemary can talk. Rosemary...
Does Abigail need to be able to talk at first? She's not fighting anyone. She's just creeping people out. And, like, eventually she'll join the women's division, but, like, she doesn't need to talk right away. Also, who the fuck's she gonna fight in the women's
She's
division on
actually
Raw?
a pagan.
Is she really?
Yeah, I read one tweet and I can tell that she's actually a pagan.
Does your soul recognize her soul?
No, but, like, I just, like, can tell. That's weird. I mean, that makes me feel better about her being, like, such, like, a weirdo.
I think she said that in her Mae Young Classic video, actually. That
No, she was like, I'm a shaman or something.
Oh, I thought that she mentioned something about practicing paganism.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I don't know. She trained with the Dudleys, so, like, I have...
Well, she's a certified herbalist.
Really?
Yeah. Like, herbalist, like, medicinal herbalist. Mm-hmm. I mean, certified, I don't know, but she clearly does it.
Interesting.
I guess I should not judge her. I only have limited experience with her. I just, like, I really need her. I need Abigail to be able to be commanding.
Absolutely. Although, at the same time, like, I feel like I've been picturing Abigail
Abigail can't be a worse talker than Bray, and Bray is an excellent talker.
Yeah, true. I also feel like I've had this image in my head.
This is a long-ass episode.
Oops. I also feel like I've had this image in my head of Abigail as, like, this tiny little girl, like Rosemary or, like, Crazy Mary Dobson. But, like, I kind of like the idea of her looking like a fucking Wyatt. Like, it makes sense that she looks
I had that thought, too.
Like, it makes sense that she looks like she could be related to Luke Harper. Like, like, she fits into this creepy-ass farm family in a way that,
That's true. That's
a
really
Rosemary
true.
would not. So I like that.
That is really true.
And I think it would be interesting to see how they integrate her into these, like, creepy montages. Like, put some paint on that bitch's face and I bet she's terrifying. Like, I at first was very reserved, but the more I think about it, the more I'm, like, really willing to give that a try if it's her. Like, who knows, it could be someone like Braun, who just we've never fucking seen before and just shows up and was like, I was in the party train, I played a hot dog, I'm here now, I'm unstoppable.
You're gross.
All right, this is a long episode. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Let's crack on.
Crack on. Elias versus Titus. Elias told Denver that their children are all mistakes.
Fucking love Elias. He's so good.
So, honestly, again, my favorite thing is when children are insulted.
It's fucking so good.
And he's saying it, your children are all mistakes. So funny. Elias won, whatever.
Whatever.
Jason Jordan and Matt Hardy fought the club.
I love
the club.
Jason Jordan's outfit. It's so good.
I like Jason Jordan almost winning and continuing to lose. I want Jason Jordan to be a heel. Him being, like, gold-blooded as, like, a heel will work really well.
I also like, too, that
I want him also to be like, you're not my dad.
I love that his new ring gear defines and separates him from Kurt Angle. Mm-hmm. He no longer has the singlet. He no longer does the hulking out thing. Like, his sexy Mike and Ike thing is good. I like it. Like, Bill Hancock came up with that. I definitely can't take credit for it. It was really good. But, like, I like this look. And, like, he's a good-looking dude. It makes sense to put him in, like, nothing, basically. And he doesn't need to hulk out because he already hulks all the time. Like, you don't need this additional thing.
All day, all Hulk.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
All Hulk all day.
Oh, no.
Enzo almost cried, and then Enzo gave...
He tried really hard to make himself cry. Was it Renee that was talking to him? She was like, okay, thanks!
Yeah. Okay, bye now.
Thanks, Enzo. Okay.
Dipshit.
Huh?
I did like the thing at the end where he was like, he went around and like
you're named after the Lion King.
Every
an insult.
Some of them were good. Some of them were terrible.
Yeah, some of them were really fucking bad. Tozawa, I like you. I could insult you, but I won't. I was like, okay, Trump, back the fuck off. Let's cool it here for a second.
Trump, so
yeah, exactly.
Finally, Kalisto is there.
Finally. It felt so underwhelming in this moment, and I felt bad for Kalisto because...
Really? It didn't feel underwhelming to me.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was going to be Hideo or Johnny Gargano. Like...
Yeah, I guess that's true. I definitely was, like, expecting somebody that was, like, not Kalisto.
Yeah, I was.
But also, like, good for Kalisto.
Thank God. I also like
his
look.
New gear is, like...
It's
and
really
they
good.
went back to the Lucha song on 205 Live because I feel like they realized, like, we can't have two video game noises.
Yeah, we need two separate things. And, like, I like, too, that he has the... It's like he took the Sexy Drago mask and combined it with the Lucha actual gear.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I feel like he should be in the Sexy Drago bodysuit, but, like, the, like, smooth colors as opposed to the patchiness of the last.
His promo
like,
on 205 Live also was good.
Yeah, and I'm
job.
actually genuinely excited for him to be in this division. Why the fuck hasn't he been here for a year?
That's what we've been saying.
It's very bizarre that he hasn't been here, so I like that.
We talked a little bit about the Shield getting back together, but Miz and the Bar trolling the Shield was my favorite.
It was really good. And
the Miztourage entering like the Shield was hilarious.
Oh my God.
It was so funny.
I was immediately angry.
And it was a good start to the match to have Roman like take out the Miztourage and look really strong and then have this match where he was like dominating Miz, but like there was a moment where like Miz kicked out of a Superman punch. Like, he looked good, too.
Yeah.
But then the, like, DQ with the Bar coming out, and then, you know, the crowd chanting, Shield, 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 and the Miz and the Bar being like, oh, you want Shield? We'll give you fucking Shield.
Yeah.
And, like, the three of them together, I mean, those are all my babes. That's my bae and my babes. My Euro babes and my bae. I was like, I'm on board with this.
I know, I like it.
And they're, like, smarmy, and, like, there was a one moment where Cesaro just, like, punched, like friendly punched, like, Miz in the arm, and was like, good job, man. Good match.
How fucking horrifying Cesaro's mouth guard is. Holy fucking shit.
His teeth are fragile. Why is that horrifying?
It has like silver points on it, and so it looks like his gums with silver filed down teeth. Like,
I did not notice that.
Because he comes at it first at the beginning and just like has his mouth shut, and then he like grimaced at the camera.
I did not see that. I didn't notice that.
It looked like a fucking nightmare. It was terrifying. I bet he does not have it next week. I bet that Vince is like, absolutely fucking not. Take that shit out of your mouth. It is scary as fuck looking.
But he's a bad guy.
I mean, yes, but it looked too much like he has metal teeth. It was really fucking frightening.
I did not notice that at all.
I noticed it right away. When they re-showed that segment, they cut it off before he opened his mouth, which makes me think that they're like, bitch, don't do that again. This is scary as hell.
That's funny.
But it was so effective, like, and he clearly knew that it was happening too. He kept his mouth shut as fuck until like the very last moment where he was like, terrifying mouth! It was great.
That's funny.
But I liked too that I liked that Roman came out and destroyed the Miztourage. Because there's this moment where you're like, well, if he can fuck all these dudes up by himself, why does he need the Shield to be reunited? And so it was nice that the Bar comes out later and it's like, oh, I see what's happening here. We're combining all these teams and we're making a 6-man tag, except not really because it's the Shield.
The Shield.
I bet. I am going to make a prediction. I bet
my Shield / Vic will be really good.
I bet it fucking will be.
I don't know. I'm not.
Donate to our Patreon, which doesn't exist.
I'm not really into Dean as a sexual being.
I'm so attracted to Dean. I think I'm more attracted.
Dirty white boys.
Yeah. I am more attracted to Dean than anyone else in the Shield.
I would fuck Roman all over.
Last
my
choice.
House.
Absolutely last choice. Fuck, marry, kill the Shield.
Fuck Roman, marry Seth, kill Dean. Well, kill Dean. No. Marry Dean, because I do think
definitely marry Dean.
I do think Dean would be like the best husband, but I'd fuck Roman, and sadly I think it would kill Seth.
Oh, kill Roman, fuck Seth. I've seen Seth naked. I know I would be pleased.
I mean, I just like have had a lot of dreams about Roman.
Fair. That's fair. That's a fair point. Okay. All right. We can agree that Dean is
I've never
100% wife material, though.
Yeah, Dean would make a great wife.
Yes, 1000%.
Seth seems too moody to be around.
I can't deal with that shit. I don't have time for your feelings.
Yeah.
I think not. No.
But Roman would be a good fuck.
Yeah, I bet he's a good dad. Whatever.
Wow, we're not talking about his dad skills. We're talking about his dick skills.
I mean, you could marry him and he could have good dad skills as well.
No, he's not marriage.
We already agreed that Dean is the wife.
Dean is the wife. Now I just want to write a /fic where like Seth and Roman are like going to town on each other, and Dean walks in and like naked with an apron and just like some snacks, and he's like, "You boys need a refresher."
Oh my god! Yes. I bet that's on Tumblr somewhere. But I need
Dean
your version.
Dean is the wife. 205 Live, Kalisto Enzo promos. They happen. Kalisto versus Daivari. It was a fine match. Kalisto, Salida del Sol. That's what happened.
Okay, great.
Drew versus Mustafa Ali. We only got one more PowerPoint of Drew. It was
I did not see this part. I had to turn it off.
No flipping.
Fair.
Mustafa flipped and won. Drew was gonna win, but there was but Tozawa came out and kept chanting, and as we know, no
chanting. That's rule 6
one
or
of
7.
The rules.
I can't
It
remember.
was on a sign. Tozawa knew that was one of the rules.
It was very
and
clear.
Tozawa kept distracting Drew with his chants, and that's why he lost. Which is so
I
rude.
fucking love Drew Gulak, and he and Tozawa are such a good pair for a feud. Like, I like that Tozawa has so seamlessly moved away from the title picture. Like, he was the champ for very, very little time.
For, like, no time at all.
Like, literally, like, a day and a half, I think. So I feel like I'm glad that they've moved him into this, and that Drew is a strong enough opposition that they're like, we're not just throwing him away. Like, he still is prominent in this because Drew is so popular right now.
Yeah.
And, like, good.
Popular in, like, a negative way, but yeah.
But still, like,
Yeah.
in the same way that Kevin was popular. Where
Totally.
Like,
Popular in a heel way.
yeah, and he's really fucking good at what he does. And he's a great wrestler, and he's different than everyone else in the division, which also, like, brings that flavor to their match, which I, like, really enjoy a lot.
Brian Kendrick gave a backstage interview where he said he feels sorry for Enzo, that everyone is disrespecting him, and he really should have been there for him, and, like, heel love, whatever. And then he started shit talk Cedric Alexander, and Cedric Alexander came out of nowhere and beat the shit out of Brian Kendrick.
God. I like how Enzo's insult to Cedric was,
Are you wearing
is
scuba gear?
Is that a scuba shirt? And I was like, he's hot. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, Cedric Alexander
How
can
are
wear
you
anything.
insulting anything anyone is wearing? Literally, you
That's
live
the
in the
joke.
Lizzing section of the juniors department.
That's
like,
the joke.
Get out of here.
The main event was Cedric Alexander versus Jack Gallagher, and it was an excellent match.
Okay, I will have to go
It
watch
was
that
excellent. It ended with... I ended in a DQ because Cedric Alexander started beating the shit out of Jack Gallagher with his umbrella.
Okay.
And then Brian Kendrick came out, and Cedric... It was good because Cedric is being a face, but, like, an intense face. Like, if you guys are gonna fuck with me so much, like, I'm not here to be fucked with. Like, I'm a good guy, but I'm not here to be fucked with.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which is, like, a good...
It's like in the same way
thing
when they
for him.
let Sasha and Foxy feud, where, like, Sasha was still the face and all of that, but it was that same kind of, like, you're gonna fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck with you. Like, I like that.
Hell in a Cell predictions.
All right. Do you have any thoughts from SmackDown at all? Even remotely.
It was nice to see Mike Bennett.
For a hot fucking second.
But everything else is, like, directly related to the
Yeah,
Hell in a
it
Cell.
was clearly like, all right, okay. Hell
It
in a
was
Cell's
like
on
the
Sunday.
most go home of the go home shows.
Absolutely. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Literally nothing changed.
The most go home. The kickoff match is going to be Shelton Benjamin and Gable versus the Hype Bros. So Shelton and Gable obviously win.
Obviously win, and the Hype Bros break up, and then next time we get to see them fight, I guess.
Maybe.
Who gives a fuck? I was so
Official
up on them
breakup.
for so long, and now I'm just like, I'm bored.
I
Your
love Zack Ryder,
breakup.
but, like, ugh. I love Zack
Hypercolor
Ryder.
into a breakup.
There will be a Fashion Files as well.
Thank God. I needed them.
Yeah.
I need Tyler Breeze,
Fuck
my
them
personal
for
Lord
not-
and Savior.
Fuck them for not, like, putting Fashion Files on for so long. Like, it's so over. People love it so much. Fuck you.
Right? Like, it was like they were making a big Twin Peaks joke, and now that that's no longer on the air, they're like, we don't know what to do!
X-Files.
I know, that's why it's weird. It was like they hit the Twin Peaks, and we're like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy? Have you seen American Horror Story? You have, like, a plethora of shit to choose
Have you
from.
seen anything? There's so many TV. Also, like, you could not base it off of TV. You could do something else. Like, they did, like, the old-timey noir type stuff. Like, whatever. Just make it a show. Idiots.
Idiots.
Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler.
I don't really...
Bobby Roode is going to win. There's no way
Yeah,
Dolph Ziggler is going to win.
No, it's obviously going to be Bobby Roode. Is Dolph Ziggler going to do somebody else's entrance? Like,
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to have the greatest entrance ever. If he did the entrance that he did on SmackDown where he just, like, threw shit in the air and had, like, little twirlers and then an air horn and he did that every time, I would be into that. That would be hilarious to me.
it would be better than this bullshit.
If he
that
just
he's
came
been
out
doing.
with that air horn and then a mic. But it wasn't even like that. It was just like, and that was just his entrance. No music, just that. I would be 100% down for that.
That's better than what it has been. That's true. It would actually be an interesting
I love that
decision.
he, like, delivered a promo and tried to leave and Bobby was like,
Bitch, you thought. You thought? I hope
come
you
for
thought.
me?
Girl now. Girl now.
Randy Orton versus Rusev.
I fucking hope Rusev wins. I'm
I
going to
hate
predict
to break it to you, friend, but Randy Orton is of the American persuasion. And that is the only thing that matters to Vince McMahon.
Are
you
He wants to
white?
go on vacation, though. Let that bitch go on vacation.
Let that bitch go on vacation forever.
Ugh.
Go back to your Sea Witch wife.
dislocate your shoulder taking out the trash
Ugly
again.
kid.
I miss him the most when his shoulder's dislocated. So
Is
maybe
that
he
how
should
it
do
was,
that.
the trash?
Yeah.
How do you dislocate your shoulder taking out the trash?
Because his shoulder is trash and it fell apart. It was so weak. You've taken the trash out, right? With one hand? Imagine that dislocated your shoulder. That's how fucked up his shoulder is. And WWE didn't want to pay for it because they only pay for it if it happens in ring. Like,
Maybe it's
bitch,
time
you
for
know
him
it
to
happened.
retire.
Right? You've had your shoulder reconstructed 3 times? Like, okay. You were the youngest ever champion until Paige won, I understand. But, like, maybe move on with your life. Or fade away. Go to your sea witch wife and live a wonderful seaside life. But, like, stop.
In the middle of the country. Natty versus Charlotte.
I think Charlotte wins.
Do you think there's a cash-in?
No. I don't think that there's a cash-in.
I don't think there's a cash-in either. I do think Charlotte wins. I do not think there's a cash-in. I think they made Natty champ to allow Charlotte to win.
I literally think that's why as well. I think that they made a unusually smart decision and realized that Charlotte, genetically superior white woman, cannot beat Naomi. She just can't. Like, it would be...
Yeah, because she has no
really
history with Naomi. It was different with Sasha because she has history with Sasha.
Exactly.
Just,
and, like,
and
to
just come in and be like, I'm genetically superior, let me win.
Over a black woman.
Yeah.
Over...
with, like, no background, no history. Just
right,
like,
exactly.
I'm better than you.
Yeah, I'm just going to rock up and win. And especially, like... There is a difference between Naomi and Sasha because Naomi is also a dark-skinned black woman. And, like, there is, like, a stigma against dark-skinned women in American society, especially. So I feel like even more so than Sasha rocking up and just being like, I'm genetically superior, I'm going to beat you. Sorry.
I haven't heard them say genetically superior in a while.
Good. They fucking shouldn't.
Maybe
also,
I've missed it, but, like, I haven't heard it
She's
in a
also,
while.
like, a face again because now it's like I'm doing it for my dad who almost died. So I feel like they're pulling back on that, which is good.
My dad didn't realize he was an alcoholic.
I just don't
Which is
understand.
hilarious.
It
It will be hilarious forever.
Like, oh man, it's I can't even get into it. Anyway, but I agree. I think that they did create this feud so that Charlotte could win. I think that Charlotte is gonna win, and I think Charlotte's gonna hold it all the way through fucking like WrestleMania.
I think Charlotte's gonna win. I think Carmella's gonna look like she's gonna cash in, and then realize that it.
I know that the rumors are that eventually the plan is Survivor Series 4 horsewomen, 4 horsewomen, and then they're gonna do Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey.
Charlotte wants that.
But, like, why?
When is Survivor Series? December?
November. It's a
November.
It's a Thanksgiving thing. That's why they had the gobbledygook.
Wasn't TLC usually in
used to be in December, yeah.
What's happening in December?
I don't know. Is that when they're bringing
National
back Starrcade?
Work on Christmas? No, Starrcade is a non-televised, non-pay-per-view, non-anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's tough.
Must just be like, happy Christmas, everybody work day.
Yeah. You don't get vacation, crew.
AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin.
AJ Styles.
Yeah, I think that's the safe bet.
I think that's probably the safe bet. Who knows? Maybe AJ Styles loses again on accident on a pay-per-view.
On accident. Oh, man.
That's whatever. Also, there was a hilarious misprint on, like, the wrestling news, one of the, like, big wrestle news site things, where they were like, here's the updated card, and they listed Kevin Owens both as facing Shane McMahon and Jinder Mahal. I was like, ooh, Kevin's got a busy-ass night ahead of him.
Busy night. New Day versus the Usos.
Inside of a steel cage.
Inside of a Hell in a Cell.
Yes, Hell in a Cell.
Not a steel cage. Those are different structures because one has a ceiling.
That's true, and one allows you to get outside of the ring, sort of, mostly. New Day? I think it's going to be the New Day.
Yeah. Well, I
don't know.
I think it's going to be the Usos.
All right. I'll stick with New Day even though I am uncertain. I don't know. It's because they've hot potatoed so much that it makes me think...
The Usos versus other tag teams, though, is a better story than the New Day versus other tag teams.
Yeah, but who does the New Day go on to fight from here? If they're not going to be fighting for the belt.
I don't know.
That's like... I also feel like they've hot potatoed so much with this belt that if the Usos win... the New Day has another rematch clause after this, and so we're going to get at least one more fight.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just think the Usos versus, like, Fashion Files, or Usos versus Ascension, or Usos versus Shelton and Gable, like...
Yeah.
is better than than those teams versus New Day.
I mean, but what do you do with the New Day though?
New Day can do anything. They could be singles wrestlers who support each other. Like New Day is more malleable than the Usos.
That's true. You're right. They are more malleable. That's a good point. I'm still sticking with New Day.
Jinder Mahal versus Nakamura for the championship belt that is not the main event.
Jinder Mahal's gonna win.
Boop, boop, boop.
He's gonna hold that bitch all the way till WrestleMania.
Remember when he made some racist comments and then they were like, LOL, and then then Nakamura was like, sticks and stones, I guess.
Yeah.
What a terrible life Nakamura's leading right now.
Right? Like, you give up this bomb-ass career in New Japan to come and be treated like bullshit? Like, what the fuck? I don't even want him to be in the title picture anymore. I want him to do literally anything else.
Want him to...
Have him fucking fight for the U.S. title after Baron Corbin loses. I don't give a shit. Like, I would much rather see him do a good job and wrestle AJ Styles rather than be saddled with this bullshit. Like, what the fuck? I'm just so done with it.
It sucks.
And it seems so inevitable that Jinder Mahal is going to win. And I was so on Jinder's side, and then it has just taken such a terrible turn
really
with this. Like,
because their choices were Jinder or Randy. Yeah. It's going to be Randy.
How do you put two fucking Asian men together and still make it racist? Like, that is so fucked up.
WWE has a gift. Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens in a Hell in a Cell.
I think Kevin Owens wins.
I also think Kevin Owens wins.
But I think that he gets kicked off of SmackDown because of it.
Because he kills Shane McMahon?
Yeah, I think that he gets traded.
Because he murders
But
him
for who?
dead.
Who does he get traded for? Maybe that's why they cashed in on his Sami Zayn thing, because now they'll actually be on different shows.
Who does he get traded for? Emma. I'm just kidding.
I wish.
I wish.
I am worth more than Eva Marie!
Oh, God. I forgot about that. That's so funny. That's so funny. I'm worth more than 100 Eva Maries. Oh, my God. That's so funny!
Wine just came out my nose.
At least it wasn't Bella wine. It was your shitty work wine. Are you okay? Well, we have a question. That's so funny. You're like dying right now.
Sorry.
I'm gonna leave this all in.
That's right. I remembered I'm worth more than Eva Marie. I forgot I'm worth more than 100 Eva Maries.
You're like crying. You have wine coming out of all of your holes.
I lit not all of my holes. Calm down. That would be a powerful laugh. It hurts to have wine come out your nose.
Yeah, you look like you're in pain. This question is from Neil Morrison.
Hi, Neil.
You gotta get your shit together, man.
I'm fine. It's fine.
Do you need water?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
I remember being a young kid and my grandpa really loved wrestling. And if anyone said it was fake at Thanksgiving table, he would get insanely mad and yell, "It's real!"
Your grandpa's dope.
So in the future, when you have grandkids, and when you are a fan of wrestling, and some jerkhole at school says, "Dick Brayton says wrestling's fake," do you want to still be a smart mark, or do you want to pretend for that kid and yell, "Wrestling is real"? Also, happy 100th episode, 2 weeks late, and I hope all your future days are bright and glorious.
Aww.
I mean, I will yell at children. We've established in this episode that I love to yell at children.
Will totally yell at children.
Wrestling is real, you little shit kid.
No, I already have the line that I'm going to use because I had to use it to my fiance's mother when we bought his wedding suit.
Oh my God.
She hates wrestling, has had to accept. She thought it was Michael's idea to do all the wrestling for our wedding, and I had to explain to her, like, no, it's me. I love wrestling and I'm fucking obsessed with it. Like, I am the one who forced your son to do this shit. it's me. She's just like, she keeps doing the like, it's fake, it's fake. And finally I had to turn to her and be like, Pat, it is predetermined finishes, but these people put their bodies on the line and that is real. We are not talking about this anymore. And that will be my answer.
You are ridiculous.
What
did she say to that?
She was just like stunned and didn't know what to say, and then we just moved on. I also think that the best way to respond to that is, you know what else has a predetermined ending? Movies. I'm like, that's it. It's the same thing. It's entertainment that has a predetermined ending, but these people put their bodies and their lives on the line, some people die from it. And like that, it's real. It is real in that people can fucking die and have and will continue to die for it. So it is real in that sense. So I think that is the way to do it. Like, these people are real and the things they're doing is real, even if their contest is predetermined. Like a movie.
We got a fuck, marry, kill, and I'm trying to figure out who is who in these photos. There had to be a photo attached.
Oh, jeez.
Ugh. Woof a doof. These people are rough. This one is This one is from Joseph Zantek. Hey, Stella and Erin, Joe Crack from Twitter again. Not sure how familiar you are with some different styles, traditions, matches that other countries have with their wrestling, but what's something you would enjoy seeing WWE embrace from those countries?
That's a good question that I don't know that I have an answer for, to be honest.
Yeah, because they, like, embrace the styles in a way. But they always have to put a caveat on it. Like, lucha, you have to point out that this is lucha libre style. Look at these cruiserweights. Look at this. Or Brit wrestling, you're like, let's have a whole tournament where it's just British guys doing weird submissions. And Brit wrestling.
East Asian people, strong style. They hit you real hard.
They don't even really push strong style that much, even with Nakamura.
Well, Nakamura and Asuka, I think that they use very particular phrasing that they hit hard and they hurt people. Like, that is strong style. It's just they're not using the word strong style because they don't want to... What strong style means is that you hit people very hard, even though it's a predetermined quote-unquote.
I guess I would just appreciate them allowing people to wrestle in those styles without, like, having to, like, point it out all the time.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, to be fair, they do that in MMA, too, where it's, like, every single person who's introduced for a match...
This isn't an MMA podcast.
But that's what I'm saying, is that it's, like, that is a thing that people do in combative sports where it's like, this is a person who's good at this fucking kind of thing.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't know.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree, and I feel that way in MMA, that it's not necessary to do that, but I think that's where that tendency, like, is in the same place, where you want to, like, point out that this person is really good at this thing, and yet can overcome the odds and fight someone who's good at this other thing.
Yeah. We also got a fuck, marry, kill from this person. It's a team called 3 Count, which we are unfamiliar with. This guy has a Green Lantern tattoo, so I'm going to kill him.
What?
He sent a picture. I'm assuming he put the names above the people, because I don't know who these... I mean, I know who Shane Helms is, but...
What?
The team is called 3 Count.
This looks like a bad boy band.
It does. I'm gonna... I mean, I think you gotta kill White Dreadlocks.
Oh, Evan Kagaris? Karagaris?
I think you...
Karagaris? Karagas?
But he also has the best face out of them.
No, kill him. He's got dreadlocks.
But, like, he has the best face and the best body. I guess fuck that guy.
Literally, fuck that guy.
But, like, we can put a hat on, I guess. It's one of those Rastafarian hats.
That's worse! That's so much worse!
I know, it's so much worse.
Naked, but a Rastafarian hat?
It was funny because it's
on a white dude.
A white dude with these really pathetic dreads.
Terrible dreads.
But I'm like, can you cover him? And he pulls out a Rasta.
Never mind, put it away.
Never mind,
put the hat away.
Take the hat off.
Here's a hair tie. Please put your hair back.
Better yet, let's shave. I guess kill Green Lantern tattoo, which is Shane Moore. Fuck dreadlocks. And marry Shane Helms because Shane Helms is still relevant in some kind of way.
He can get you into parties.
Yeah, Shane Helms can introduce me to the Hardys.
His name is Shannon Moore, not Shane Moore.
Whatever. Shannon! Get out of here with this tattoo.
Shannon Moore looks like he belongs on like a HDT.
Bye, Shannon!
He looks like he belongs in an HDTV Reno show. Like, straight up. Right? Like,
right.
Let me show you how to knock your cabinets down.
Kill Shannon. Fuck dreadlocks.
No. Marry Shannon because I want him to improve my kitchen, and fuck Shane Helms because I'd fuck Shane Helms and kill Evan. I do white dreadlocks. I can't. These are terrible.
They're bad.
He looks like a guy his hair braided in Jamaica and was like, I'm not taking it out.
Ostensibly has the best face and best body.
No, I disagree. I don't think his face is the best. I think Shane Helms is the best face in that photo.
No, Shane Helms is like a little piggy face.
Also, is this Hurricane Shane Helms who looks like a fucking train wreck now?
Yeah.
Oh, God. We need to caveat that this is in this photo, which we will post on our Tumblr so you know that we're not crazy.
And by we, you mean me.
Yes. I was thinking about that today. We have a Tumblr right there for years.
I post the episode on our Tumblr every week. I put pictures from the live show on it. Fuck you, you don't even check the Tumblr.
What goes on there except our episodes and our live show?
I post photos all the time.
Okay, all right.
Fuck you.
I feel like a lot of times we mention shit on the podcast and we have not mentioned our Tumblr having things posted from the episode in quite some time.
Oh, fuck you royally. You stupid bitch. Okay, here's the deal. We have all these reviews. I don't remember which ones I have read.
We've not read Sharkosaurus.
I know that one. But like these other ones I don't remember. Did I read them? Did I not? I'll read Sharkosaur.
Okay.
But I feel like we did read
We
them.
didn't. He asked us about it, so I know that we did it.
Oh, they make podcasts for women now. Through the endless...
We definitely didn't read this one.
Through the endless gray miasma of wrestling podcasts, these hilarious ladies shine brightly. While fans have no shortage of shows to choose from, finding one that isn't hosted by another pasty white dude can be a challenge. And I say that as a pasty white guy. For those looking for a decidedly different perspective on wrestling, those boozy broads are happy to oblige. What would be a mundane walk through the week in wrestling on another show in a freewheeling, cackling sprint through the lens of two dangerously sassy wrestling fans? If you're looking for dispassionate analysis and pinpoint accuracy, this may not be for you.
Nope.
The passion on display is more like fireworks set off in a paint store. As a Laps,
the best review ever.
As a Laps fan who only 4 years came back in the saddle, this show is a welcome companion to my weekly viewing. Looks will be judged, weaves will be spotted, misogyny will be put on blast, wine will be embedded, peens will be watched. What I'm trying to say is, in too many words, these girls love wrestling and they're not afraid to tell you about it. I can't read any other reviews after that.
That is the best review we've ever gotten. It's so amazing.
We did not read that one.
No, we didn't.
That was amazing.
It's so good.
I'll have to figure out the other ones.
We gotta read the next one next week. That was too good to have anything else after.
Peens will be watched.
Peens will be watched. Cackled through the weekend.
I mean, this was a very cackly episode.
It was.
You also choke cackled for 5 minutes.
I spilled wine on my nose.
All your holes.
Not true.
You can find us on the internet. I'm at Stella_Cheeks.
I'm at Erngency.
You can find us on notyourdemographic.tumblr.com, which does get updated, you stupid bitch.
You can email us at notyourdemo@gmail.com.
You can find us on cagesideseats.com.
You can rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes. You should do that.
Though, sadly, your review will not be Sharkosaur. That's the one that's there to
really have to outdo that one now.
Also, just a reminder, because I haven't gotten a response, the winner of our contest was Elizwill. So if you do want your prize, you have to let me know with it before our recording next week, or else we're going to draw a new winner.
Yeah, we'll draw a new one. And we have more reviews, so maybe it's you.
Maybe it's you. Okay, that's it. This is a 2-hour-long episode.
All right.
Ugh. I almost made a really shady comment.
Ooh!
Drama!
Well, let's go off air and you can tell me what that is.
Demis!
Yes!
No, not yes! You have to say it right. Demis.
Yes.
Yeah! It's yeah, Erin!
I want it to be yes. I like yes, Demis, yes!
I hate you.
I don't care.
so many. We're so
We're so popular.